All right, we're going to redo it. Episode 15 here.
All right.
Episode 15.
Come check us. We're live with the pups and some other chaos here.
Good to go.
Yeah.
Brennan, myself, Lana back for maybe her second and final episode.
Yeah, her swan song.
Might be.
Swan song and
Might be. I'm here a little longer. Longer
Yeah.
than I want to be. So.
Yeah.
Well, what's on the agenda today? You want to get into it and talk about the stalkers? You ready to talk about the stalker point?
We can get into that.
Do you have a stalker?
Well, yes and no.
I don't think that's a yes or no answer. Like, you either got one or you don't.
I don't know. I feel like, am I paranoid or do I have a stalker? I feel all right. I'm just gonna jump into it. So, obviously, I broke up with my daughter's father. He moved out. Blah blah blah. He's always been a little like, controlling eyes on him. His brother comes in the spot all the time. You know his brother.
I know him, yeah.
Yeah. So I always felt like every time he came in there, he was like reporting back.
Yeah.
It always made me uncomfortable. I've like expressed this discomfort. And it's always been like, yeah, no, it's fine, whatever. I don't say anything, whatever. And then, but since we had broken up, I said to John, I was like, your brother can't be in there when I'm in there. Cause he's just starting trouble. You know. It turns into like I come in to see him and get a salad, and it's like, oh, Lana's like coming in to see Ryan, and like,
Right.
or like Lana's in there drinking. It's like, well, I'm drinking a club soda. Like, yes, it's a
It's like,
drink.
you are factually correct, but you are misleading.
And even if I was, like, who cares? Like, what
Right.
I'm
It's none of
saying?
your fucking business.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like always like reported back. It's issues. It's trouble. Whatever. So, so he wasn't coming in there. But now every time I go out, I see him.
Oh, that's weird. Like, well, what do you mean by how many times has it been?
In Providence.
Yeah.
In like Smithfield, like a few times.
What's like the percentage though?
Oh,
Like, if you go out 10 times, how often have you run into him?
I don't think I've gone out 10 times my whole life.
Yeah, that's like what the...
So we're like betting like he's like 3 for 3 then.
He's like
Right.
3 for 3.
Yeah.
No. I will say I didn't run into anybody Sunday. I did go out Sunday and I didn't run into anybody.
Do you guys live in the same town?
Yeah, but not neither one of us live in Providence.
Yeah.
And let me say this. So I went out. He's in a golf league. The golf league's like way up in Burrville.
Yeah.
I know that it was the golf league night. I got a babysitter, and I had texted her dad because I felt like it was the courteous thing to do to be like, oh, like the girls are gonna watch Delaney. I'm gonna go grab dinner. Like that's it.
Yeah.
And like there he is, like driving through the parking lot.
Oh, that's weird.
And like later that night, like when I had gotten home, I was like, oh, I'm home. Like, she's fine. She had a good night. Like I was out for 2 hours maybe. And he's like, sure, you're on a date? What? He's like, yeah, my brother saw you and like described the vehicle, like backing in.
Well, I mean, is that like my brother saw me, or is your husband the one that's actually
No, it's
following
his
you around?
brother that's the one doing it.
Yeah.
Not him.
Right, but is it like
It's like a spy.
Right, so you saw the brother
So being
driving around the
spied
park.
on.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's more espionage, I guess, than stalking. Yeah. Still, though, that's
No, like
fucking
that's
weird.
Still stalking though, no?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you're splitting hairs, I guess, if I say it's different. But yeah, it's
Stalking.
It's not cool,
Reporting.
Yeah, it's spying. Yeah, you put a fucking weird. That's weird.
That's fucking weird though, right?
Yeah.
It's super
It's definitely
uncomfortable.
weird.
And this isn't the first time. And like now let me give you a little bit of backstory on this. We had broken up before and he had moved out and his buddy is a cop and of course he lives like 2 houses down from me.
Yeah,
He was like running plates in my driveway.
like people who would like come to your house, they would run their fucking plates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
So is that stalking?
I mean, it's at the very least like invading your privacy, but
That's a huge invasion
Yeah.
of privacy.
yeah, I don't know.
How do you feel about like going through someone's cell phone?
I would never go through my wife's cell phone, but that's, yeah. I mean, I'm not I wouldn't care to. Like, I know that's a weird thing to say, but I'm not like a jealous dude in general. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Are you a jealous dude?
I don't know if I've ever gone through a girl's phone.
Here's my thing.
My thing, I will turn into a jealous dude. Like I will turn into like the person you treat me like. So if you're being like a crazy lady and you're like accusing me of like being out cheating when I'm not out cheating, then I'm gonna go out and cheat.
Yeah. To me, like I live by the motto of like, if you can't trust, you can't be trusted.
Yeah,
you know. So it's like
that's where I was gonna
that's
work
kind of how.
around too.
Yeah. Like I would never look through my wife's phone because I have no reason to think that there's anything there. You know.
So I have two. One is I don't have a jealous bone in my body. It's just not something. I also feel like I can follow you, stalk you, go through your phone, have people as eyes on you, whatever. You want to cheat on me, you're going to cheat on me.
Yeah,
you're going to find your way to cheat on me.
Yeah.
And that's how I believe it. And on that same respect, if I'm suspicious, I can go through your phone and find the text from him and read into it whatever I want.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm looking for something negative.
Yeah, the amount of gay things I text to people, like my wife could easily read them and be like, "Are you?"
I didn't even mean that way. But
I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
you know,
there you go.
I text fucking wild shit to people all the time.
Just took a turn.
I'm just saying, she could be like, "It says here that you are sucking, or you want this guy to suck your dick." And
Well,
it's
on
like,
our
well,
last
I mean,
podcast, you said you'd suck dick for cigarettes. So
oh yeah, I would. Yeah, if they got to be expensive enough, sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Just skin.
So, you know.
Brennan's a man of
I'm a 21st century man. You know,
you're a man of weird Joneses.
Jones. Well, I'm not jonesing to suck a dick. I'm just saying if I had to, I could
I
at
don't
least
think
like.
anybody is.
Yeah, exactly.
If
you know?
it's about the, I'm
I
just
don't
saying
know
it's
that
about
that's
like the
something anybody
cigarettes. You know what I
Joneses.
mean?
I love
Like if you
cigarettes.
put me in that,
Do you smoke still?
No,
Oh.
It's honestly, it's the only vice that I gave up. That like I fucking love to smoke cigarettes.
Really?
Yeah, it was my favorite.
You
But
smoke too, right?
yeah, I mean to be honest, like he's definitely getting me like romanticizing it, just thinking about
Yeah.
it. Like I remember being so in love with it, I would just like watch the smoke burn off like the cone.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
To me,
Just feel
like-
yes.
to me, there's like no bad cigarette, and there's so many just awesome cigarettes. Like the first cigarette in the morning. I used to first of all, I lived in like a shithole apartment with my brother and like another dude in Woonsocket, and like we just traded this place like shit. But like I would have like an ashtray on my fucking nightstand. I would pick it up, put it right on my chest, just rip a butt the moment I opened my eyes. I would smoke cigarettes in the shower. You'd have like the ashtray set up on the sink, just part the curtain, just
Guys
rip
are
a couple.
so gross.
Yeah, oh, I was fucking disgusting. I was also, when you could smoke in restaurants, like I was the guy who would like have a cigarette going while I was eating my sandwich. Like I was that guy. I loved to smoke.
I do remember. Like, I used to smoke. By
Yeah.
the way, not something I'm proud of, but I actually hate it now. Like it grosses me out.
Oh, not me. I
Like,
still
so
get
bad.
a whiff of it, and I'm like.
But
That's
I
the
remember
fucking,
working
yeah.
at the cigar lounge, and you could like smoke while you worked. It's
Yeah.
so gross.
Yeah.
Thinking about that.
Dude, that was what I was thinking about while you were talking. Like when I worked at the outside bar in Florida, and like smoking was still cool. Like
Yeah.
you would like light a cigarette and put it like in the employee or not in the customer's ashtray.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like in the little
Wild.
cradle.
Well, when I first
And you'd be
started,
like smoking it, and then like if a manager came by, you're like, that's fucking not my
That's
that's fucking
yeah.
not my cigarette, dude.
when
That's not me.
when I first started bartending, my first bartending job was in 2003. So it was like right before the nix of all the smoking, and you used to be able to smoke at the bar. Like even as the bartender, like managers were okay with it.
Like,
So I
back
just
in
have like
the
a cigarette
day.
going.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
back
fucking
in the day,
awesome.
They smoked in like hospitals, schools.
What a
Yeah,
golden era
airplanes.
that we missed out on.
Seriously.
Airplanes?
Yeah. So that's the, you
Smoking on
don't
air-
remember the airplanes with like the fucking ashtrays on them?
No.
Oh wow. Yeah. No, that was the thing.
I do remember. I vaguely remember like going in a restaurant and like smoking or non, and it was like right.
Next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my mom smoked. My mom smoked in my house, like
Yeah.
growing up.
My mom smoked all like in the house like the weird times of the year. Like she would be like, "We're all going outside to smoke now," and it's like the middle of winter. It's like this sucks. And then like it would be summertime. She'd be like, "We can smoke all throughout the house." It's like,
Oh,
well,
because the windows are open, maybe.
baby, I don't know.
Defending her.
To me, it was always like this should be
Defending your
the
mom.
opposite. Like I want to be smoking inside when it's fucking cold out. You know?
So there was a point in your life where are you a kid smoking in the house with your mom?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
I was smoking.
Wait, like you smoked in front of your
Hell
mom?
yeah,
Oh yeah,
dude.
like when I
Hell
was like
yeah.
14.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You're just smoking in the house, dude. That's
Oh yeah,
a
we were
very-
all smokers.
Dude, this
Yeah.
is why we're friends, bro.
Why did you?
What?
No, this was not allowed at my house.
Oh,
but,
really?
Like the those were my friends. Like when I moved to Florida, like I became friends with all like the metalheads whose like parents would just buy him cartons of cigarettes. Like this is Florida. You know what I mean? Like it is
I was
fucking.
just gonna say that's a Florida thing.
And they would just give them the cigarettes, and they would just fucking all be smoking in the house, and I'd be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" Like, and I used to like, I remember a point like living in Rhode Island, like. You know, my mom had a job for the state. My stepdad was a hard worker, making money in the trades and shit like that. Like, we were doing well. You know, like, there wasn't a time where we went school shopping where I was like, I want that pair of Air Jordans, and they were, like, done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we were doing all right. We got down to Florida. It was a totally different scene, bro. Like, I was like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like a movie.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I had all of these other, like, all of, like, the cool kids. Like, I used to be one of the cool kids, but now I'm the outsider because I have a funny accent.
Yeah.
They're, like, all making fun of me for having this accent. But at the same time, they're wearing, like, socks and sandals. And I'm like, what, dude? Like, how am I getting, like, mob mentality by these fucking dorks?
Yeah.
You know? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What is this? But my friends that ended up being my friends that I hung out with, they're all fucking inside with their family, house smokers.
Smokers, yeah.
And I was like, this is fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be able to just smoke in front of my mom. Like, she caught me, like, in 8th grade, and then from that moment on, like, it was just like, all right, you can smoke. But, well, because also she knew she wasn't going to stop me. But there was a line, because, like, every one of my friends who's, like, used to have that parrot or whatever was like, oh, that guy's cool. He smokes weed and drinks with us and shit. That dude ended up in jail. Like those parents. Yeah, the both usually. But you know, there's like a line in the sand. It's like, hey, if you want to drink here, if you want to smoke here, you can do it here, but do it responsibly. But I'm not going to allow you to just like, I'm not going to be sitting here smoking pot and drinking with you. Like that's not like how we roll in this house. You know, there was a line. I'm not your friend. Like we're roommates at this point. I'll allow you to do things as long as they don't fuck with my shit. But I'm not going to be like actively being like hanging out with you doing this. You know?
I feel like we were home alone. Like my dad worked overnight at Fox's and my mom bartended.
Yeah.
So like, and like she bartended at a spot. I think it closed at 1. But obviously they must have sat around, had some drinks after. Like she wouldn't come home till like 3 a.m. on like a Saturday night.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody out at 2 and we'd be like, she had to know. Like there was definitely times she came home and like people just passed out, puke everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, she was just like, okay.
The random like broken lamp that she's like, why is this broken? Like, I don't know.
It was always her bowls missing because you'd always send somebody home like, puke in this. Go. Just get out of here.
Oh man, I used to drive my mom crazy with shit like that. You know, like I boiled a glass piece in our only saucepan. And I totally like ruined this fucking saucepan. It was just like totally smoked. So I just chucked it in the woods. And for like the so for the next like for the next like 15 years, she would just be like, "Where the fuck did this saucepan go?" I have no idea, no clue. And then like one Thanksgiving, like you know, I finally like came clean. I was like, "Oh, that was me. I boiled a glass piece, threw it in the woods." She was like, "Fuck it, I knew it."
Isn't it hilarious? Like the confessions, like years later.
Oh yeah,
My brother died, and like it took me years. Like, he was dead. Nothing could happen. It took me years to say that he shot my window and broke it with a BB gun. My dad thought like a bird flew into it for like years.
Yeah.
I also had like this Avril Lavigne poster on my wall for again years because my brother punched a hole in my wall and it was like in a magazine. And I was just like so smart, right?
Yeah. So and then the day it came down, they were like, "What the fuck is this?" Yeah. Well, you know.
And I was still nervous to tell him again. Not gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
At all.
So this is a funny story actually, and one that my brother like didn't tell me for a long time. But I broke my arm when I was young, like maybe 6, 7 years old. So we're like running around the house, and we have like family friends, one of which, you know, their kid is deaf, and kind of like deaf and like almost like on autistic level too. Like he was kind of like, whatever. The kid was a dickhead. I'm not gonna lie. The kid was a fucking dickhead.
He's like a deaf brick.
He's a deaf dickhead, but at the same time, like you know, he was one of the kids that we hung out with. So I'm standing on a twister mat, like you know, fucking the game Twister, and all of a sudden somebody just yanks that shit out from underneath me. I fly in the air, land on my elbow, I break my fucking elbow, cast the whole 9 yards, right? So for years, you know, my brother just blamed it on this deaf kid. Just like, you know, it was Paul did it, you know? And he's obviously deaf and special needs, can't really defend himself. So, you know, he's I'm not going to do the voice because I feel like that would be insensitive. But he was basically just like, I can't. And it was like he can't defend himself. So for years, my entire family thought this deaf kid broke my arm. And then like maybe 10 years ago, my brother was finally like, oh yeah, that was deaf. I did that. That was all me. I broke your fucking arm. And then blamed it on a deaf kid. And I was like, you're a fucking monster. Like, you're a sociopath. Who does that? Who does that? And then keeps a secret until I'm like a 32-year-old man, you know? God damn.
I feel like we all have a broken arm. So like I broke my arm when I was a kid. I was with my brother and my cousin. We were like, they used to make me jump off of I was the only girl. I was like younger than everybody. And they would make me jump off of everything. Jump out of trees, jump off of like freaking moving trucks, like everything, over fences constantly. So I fell and I broke my arm and I was so scared to tell my parents. And I walked around for like a week like this. And finally my mom was like, what the fuck is wrong with your arm? The fuck is wrong with you? Like, fucking took me. It was broke. They had to re-break it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
I got in trouble.
Yeah,
Same thing. I broke my toe too, like cheerleading or something stupid, and I got in so much trouble.
Yeah. Oh well, my family didn't stop for broken toes and fingers. Like you just like we're not going to the hospital, and you're just gonna live with that. I was like, all right.
Oh yeah,
cool.
no,
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't think the toe went anywhere. I think it was just.
Well, they can't. I don't think they can. Yeah, they can't do anything with toes anyway. But yeah, like I would break my toe, and she would like send me to like a fucking basketball camp to just be like hobbling around. Like
I think they were in Aruba like when it happened.
Okay.
Yeah, they like left me home alone. They went to Aruba, and they were like shocked I threw a party.
Yeah.
Shocked I broke my foot. Like,
yeah, I mean, if you're old enough,
think was gonna happen.
Yeah, if you're old enough to, if you're old enough to be left alone, you can handle your own broken foot.
Yeah, I think that was like the exact words. Like, I don't deal with it.
Yeah, good luck.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Go to school.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
All of my broken bones stories are rollerblade related.
Rollerblade. Every time you mention the rollerblades, I want there to be like an electric guitar that just goes
And like
extreme cheddar,
like a Jinko logo pops up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jinkos are coming back, bro.
You know what? Actually,
Your kids are going to be wearing Jinkos.
Dude, I was in New York City. I was in New York City for the past couple of days, but on the hell was that? Sunday? I want to say Sunday. I saw like a kid like just straight rolling around, unironically rocking Jinkos. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
They're back.
They're back.
They're back.
Yeah,
they're back.
New stuff. Those.
Oh yeah. Well,
real unless they're wet on the bottom.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're like frayed and shitty, and like the whole like back part of the ankle is gone from just stepping on it. Yeah.
Dude, look them up on eBay, bro. Like the old ones are like $500 for like a pristine pair.
What did they used to be? They used to be like $50 a pair.
They're 50. Yeah, I remember paying $50.
That was a lot back then. And then the bigger ones, like you could. I remember like at one point in time I paid like $60. Do you remember Kings? Kings were like another like brand like Jinko.
The logo in my
head. Yeah. Same basic principle though, where it's just like ridiculously large pants.
I was a Jinko.
Yeah. Like the hammer holder.
Yeah, exactly. Like
who wearing these is ever swung a hammer in their lives?
Anybody who's carpeting in a pair of Jinkos, like you're 100% getting your arm like sucked into a jigsaw. Like this is fucking terrible design. You know? Yeah.
I was a Jinko loyalist.
Yeah,
I just want to put that out there.
I don't think you got anything for that. You know?
There was
They're
like
not giving you stock options.
It doesn't matter. There was a school year where every single day of the school year I wore a pair of Jinkos.
Yeah.
Like I would not deviate.
Yeah.
So whatever these Kings that you're talking about,
I thought
get that bullshit out of here, bro.
Wore.
Yeah, those were for the poor.
They were budget ones.
Yeah.
No, but they were the ones that like if you maybe they weren't called Kings. They're called something though with a K.
I think you're right.
They are right.
I can see the logo in my head unless I'm just seeing the
The Jinko logo. Yeah.
You are just seeing the Jinko logo.
Well,
I've never
Kings
seen
were
this
the-
thing.
Kings
I
were
never
what you-
heard of this.
Yeah, there was a crown in the Jinkos, I
Yeah.
think. But these were called Kings or whatever.
No,
They're called
I'm with
something
you.
with a K. But either way, these are the ones you
Look it up.
graduated to if you like were like it was basically like you started off like Jinkos were like blowing coke and Kings were like fucking snorting crystal meth. Like it was like I need pants that are not 50 inches. I need 72. Like what do we got now? And
Nah,
it's like,
dude,
you look
Jinko,
like
Jinko had that.
whoosh. I mean, Jinkos, they were ridiculous. But these were like, whatever they were the next level. It was like 5 pairs of pants stapled together is what they were.
I don't know. I never seen those.
They were fucking nuts.
Like I think they were like 50-inch.
Yeah, 50-inch was like the ones were like.
Those were called the crime scenes.
Yeah.
And then there were like kangaroos that were 44 inches.
Yeah.
There were like mammoths that were 40 inches.
Yeah, I rocked the ones that were.
I could run down like a serious. If this ever comes up in trivia, bro, I am your man. We're gonna kill that round.
You'd be the guy with every category. They're like, hey, the next category is Chico Jeans, Chico Jeans,
Yes.
Chico Jeans.
Bro, did I ever tell that story? I used to play
Porn stars, porn
Yes.
stars, porn stars.
Oh
yeah.
man, that's one of the funniest
Yeah.
things I've ever seen in my life. Shout out to Brad. I don't know what that guy's doing. He moved to Texas, and I never heard from him
knowing
again.
entirely too much about porn stars, apparently.
Yeah.
Which is like
I don't know if you know
that's
the
the ultimate
backstory,
red
but
flag.
we're out trivia, and like the picture round was about to come in. It's always like the second round when you play trivia. They pass this little picture round, and like this kid's just like, "Please be porn stars, please be porn stars," and I was like, "That is fucking the funniest thing." So there we go. I told the story twice.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Trying to think of some other funny thing about Brad. He used to live above a bar, and he had like a Halloween party.
Yeah.
And I went there with a jealous girlfriend, and I supposedly didn't take mushrooms at this Metallica concert that me and my boy Drew went to.
Yeah.
I
Same
totally
day?
fucking took mushrooms. No, but she was just like against me doing drugs.
Oh, okay. All right. She's bringing up the past.
Wait a minute. So
Well,
I like lied.
You're
I
on
went to a-
mushrooms.
Were you on mushrooms
No,
when
no,
you were
no,
with this
no.
girl or not? All right.
Okay, so she's just
I
making
wasn't
up.
on mushrooms that night, but I had recently eaten mushrooms and went to a Metallica show with my
Okay.
friend.
And she doesn't know about it.
And she doesn't know about it. I also, if I remember correctly, I like put myself to bed with this. How much of a wild boy I used to be, right? My boy, I go to a show. We eat mushrooms, so I feel like everything's cool, right? And what the plan is to sleep at it's in Boston at TD Garden. We're gonna sleep at my friend's house.
Yeah.
I'm younger, obviously. I'm being reckless, right?
Yeah.
So we eat the mushrooms on the train, or the first kid eats the mushrooms on the train. I'm like, I think he's doing it too early. So me and my other boy, we eat them later on in the night. And I think this other kid went to the concert with us.
Yeah.
I feel like he's into drugs. Like, we're
Yeah.
getting fucked up, right? Like, so I decide, I'm like, all right, I'm going to put myself to bed with a nice little cocktail at the time. So I, like, grind up, like, a fucking, like, I don't know, some type of benzodiazepine drug and some type of opiate, like an oxy 80, a half of an 80 or like a 30 or something like that. And I just fucking crush it on this kid's like nightstand or little, it was not a nightstand, a little TV stand thing. You know what I mean? For dining.
Yeah.
And I just fucking
An
start
end
that
table?
shit.
like a
An
TV
end table?
like a
Is that the
TV
word
Yeah, a
you're
little
looking
TV
for?
tray.
TV dinner
Oh,
tray.
Yeah, TV dinner tray. I just fucking
Yeah.
grind up some drugs, fucking snort this shit. Don't try to share it with anybody. I'm like, all right, guys, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Like, that was how I ended my night on the mushrooms at this stranger's house that I never met before. I went to a
Like
Metallica
the
show with.
mushrooms was the least
So,
reckless
Yeah,
thing you
seriously.
did.
I was just gonna say. So this girl you're dating thinks you're not doing drugs, but yet you are.
Yeah,
you're,
yeah.
you're
Snorting
literally.
narcotics.
You are
Yes.
making
and
your own.
benzos?
Yeah, you're making your own
All
fucking
right.
cocktails of prescription medications.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you're.
Her heart
Yeah.
was in the right place.
God bless that poor
Mine-
girl.
Yours was in danger.
Mine was not. Yes. For many times.
Cheese and crackers.
Yeah. So, anyway, I'm at this Halloween party above this bar at my boy Brad's place, and as soon as I walk in, like Metallica's on or some
The first
shit.
thing he says.
And no, my boy Drew, he's there. He's like, yo, we were fucking tripping so hard at that concert, bro. And I'm like, fuck. And I forget what I was dressed up as, but now I have to leave the party, like having a fight with in costume Halloween process on the ride home. You know what I mean? Like
Just
trying to
fighting in outfits.
just deny. And it's like, bro.
Fighting in costumes.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
great. I wish I remember what I was dressed up
ridiculous.
as.
That would make this story a lot better.
What?
If you knew
to
what
know
you
what I
guys,
was dressed up
were.
as.
both of you, I want to know you because I'm just picturing you in like ridiculous costumes,
Yeah.
like nothing like
Well, what year was it?
you're just
I
dressed as
don't know,
Super
dude,
Mario
like-
and she's
Hold
like
on.
Peach.
You're like dressed as like Kevin
Was it a
Federline.
couple-
She's Britney Spears.
Oh my God, was it a
Nah,
couple's
like I
costume?
can figure it out by like what the Patriots were doing.
What?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, like I don't remember like years and stuff. Like I'm not like it was January of the year 26. Like I gotta be
It was
like what
October.
was Tom Brady doing
why are
at
you
the time?
why are you yelling at us right now like we're the weirdos who judge the passage of time by calendar years as opposed to patriot like outcomes?
That's how I remember my timelines. That's why I'm so lost now as a person without Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean
Right.
I guess you're just rudderless in life.
I am. I'm
Yeah.
just spinning
I
right.
don't even know what year it is.
But anyway, I was with this young lady that we speak of when the Patriots choked away the undefeated season,
It was like 08.
and
You knew.
Yeah. I
think I knew that too, actually.
I know years too, though. Like I don't judge. Like it's not before the Patriots blew the perfect season and after the.
Oh, dude, that's like the change of like AD and BC. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely only knew that because that's like the year I graduated high school, not because. And I don't think that was the year, was it?
This is yeah, it was 08, wasn't it? 07, 08?
I don't know. Yeah, 07, 08, yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I don't know, and maybe a little before that too. Like when do the Saints beat the Colts in the Hurricane?
That was 06, I believe, wasn't that?
06, 07, yeah. So right around in that time frame.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what the hell was going on that I would have been for Halloween. That's what we were all talking about, right?
Halloween?
Yeah.
No, I fell out of love with Halloween. I don't know what happened to me. I don't like it anymore.
Do you like Halloween?
I mean, I like it because I have kids, but like I'm not like a Halloween guy. Like I decorate the fuck out of my house because I love to do that.
His
shit.
whole front yard is those inflatables, dude. He's a Halloween guy.
But I do that because my kids
12-foot
like to do
skeleton?
it. It's not. Well, what is he like? Probably 6 feet, 7. He's like my height, so 6, 7.
It's just a guy.
Do you
It's just a guy.
when you hand the candy out? Do you like try to scare the kids?
No. Well, we're not there because we like fucking. For me, like
you go trick or treat.
I decorate because my kids like to see the decorations like all the month leading up to October. I don't give a fuck about anybody else's kids seeing it. Like we live on a fucking like quiet like cul-de-sac like area that like nobody else is gonna come down anyway.
This neighborhood gets mobbed for Halloween.
Does it?
Really? Yeah. I can believe it.
I'm gonna miss Halloween when I move so bad because I throw a huge party.
Oh yeah.
Huge. Like it's for the kids, but like my neighbor
we
comes.
smoke cigarettes on the inside on this party.
Yeah. It's for the kids, but we just crush up a bunch of fucking prescription medication and blow it.
Snort benzos and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, but I did almost set my house on fire one year on Halloween.
On Halloween?
Yeah.
We've all been there. Yeah.
It was like not even like a cool story. Like I have this chandelier.
I can't wait to hear it.
No, like all right.
First off, what were you dressed up as?
Way to really sell this story, by the way.
What was I dressed up as?
See, nobody ever remembers.
I know what I was this year. A skeleton.
That's awesome.
That sounds like you ran out of ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds like you didn't try.
It was the bodysuit. It was like the stupid little bodysuit thing.
No, it's very creative. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a mom. All right, I don't have time for this shit. I gotta get her in her 17 costumes. She's yet to wear a costume trick or treating, but she buys 17 costumes and wears them. She just bought her first one the other day. She's already been wearing it. It's like a seahorse. It's hysterical.
so she goes every year as like Celine Dion. She has like costume changes. Taylor Swift. Yeah.
That's literally what she always says she is. Like when she leaves, she's like, "I'm just Taylor Swift." I'm like, "No, you're just Delaney in a dress. Like, what? You're in your pajamas."
Well, she is. She's Taylor Swift, and she has 17 different outfits to choose from. Yeah, good for her.
Awesome. But yeah, so I have so like all the neighborhood kids come, all my friends' kids come, whatever. And one of the neighbors comes, he's got like a big 4-wheeler and like a trailer. We decorate it and like all the kids sit on it. He pulls them around the neighborhood, whatever. I have like pizzas delivered, whatever. So we all go out. So I have a big chandelier like above my stairway when you walk in. And I always tell people don't turn it on because it's like ridiculously bright. And like the bulbs are like ridiculously expensive. It's just like stupid.
Yeah.
So at the time I was potty training her and we had like what we called like a potty fairy. And I used to like move it around, kind of like the stupid Elf on the Shelf bullshit.
Fucking hate that.
But it really worked for her, whatever.
Yeah.
It actually didn't because she potty trained herself in one day. But then she was just obsessed with this stupid fairy. And I was like, I don't want to like put this fairy away and her start crapping her pants. So like I kept this fairy. So I hid it on that chandelier because we never turned it on.
Oh,
Somebody must have hit the light like on the way out. Thank God my friends are raging alcoholics, like the dads, because like they're like jonesing, like we ran out of beer, go back to the house. So they sent like Mary and I back to the house to go get more beer for the cooler. So we're like, all right. So her and I like running through my neighborhood back to the house. We're like, whatever, we'll hit the Boda box. And like we go in the house. I'm like, it stinks in here. I'm like, what is that smell? Like, and it was like hazy. And in the meantime, the pizza had gotten delivered. I was like, oh, that pizza stinks. Like, what's wrong with this pizza? Like, oh, it's so gross. And then as we're walking out, we just see this thing
fairy like engulfed in flames.
Engulfed in flames, like so close to my ceiling. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Now it's like over my thing. Like I had to get like grill tongs, like pull it off. It was a mess.
Jesus Christ.
We could have
It's like the story of Lucifer.
I love Halloween.
Fallen porta potty angel
That was the best party ever.
into the ashes.
Oh, this year's was good too.
Yeah.
No fires though.
Yeah.
No,
Well, I mean, that's
no near-death experiences this
Jesus.
year. But thank God we went back.
yeah.
Thank God. See, Kyle. That's twice Kyle saved me from a fire.
Yeah,
Another time.
He's a fireman.
Yeah, another time my daughter was blowing out her birthday candles, and she leaned forward and her hair went up, and Kyle was sitting next to her and like smacked it out, and like, it's on video.
Wow.
All you hear
This
is
dude
me
really
going,
is like your guardian angel at this point.
I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, not usually have I ever said thank God for my alcoholic
Or
friend.
every time I hang out with him, shit bursts into flames.
That's true, actually. Maybe he's kind of like, maybe he's the common denominator.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
He's like the Human Torch.
Yeah.
Johnny something.
Or he's just
I feel like
a
one
fucking
time
curse.
we had like a firework mishap. Like, there's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Good times.
Kyle strikes me as a man that puts on quite a fireworks show.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. I missed that this year. That kind of sucked.
I had a funny talk in the kitchen the other day. The cook was like, "Oh yeah, I known him for years, man." He's like, "Bro, when he was like 13, he had a fort and there was a carpet in there."
This is a Joey story all day long.
That was the whole point of the story. Like,
What was the story?
basically, so I'm like in the guy we're talking about, we work together all the time on Sunday, and I'm back there, like I walk like halfway into the conversation, and then one of them's got to go. He's taking care of something, takeout order or something. You know what I mean? So it's like the chef like kind of like finishes up the talk, so it's not weird. And he's like, "Oh yeah, man, like I known him forever. Like you should have seen it when he was 13. He had a fort with a carpet. Yeah,
A what with a
Like
carpet?
a fort, like a treehouse.
Fort. A fort.
But that's just how he talks.
Clubhouse.
With a carpet.
He had a fort with a carpet, and I was like, "Yo,
I don't even know what the fuck that even means.
that's how people
I know
looked
what
at
I
me
mean.
when I
think
moved
it's
to
so
Florida."
funny because I know both of these people, and him telling the
Well,
story.
yeah, probably
is like,
me trying to do his accent is probably terrible. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
It's
everybody
awful.
that just listened to me say that 3 times. But
It's not good, but I knew exactly who and what you were talking. I know the fort with the carpet.
when I
Fort
was
with the carpet.
when I
I
Yeah.
know the carpet.
when I was a young man, my best friend in the 3rd grade moved away to Central Falls, so we no longer went to the same elementary school.
Yeah.
So I would go like visit him on the weekends, like we had like a sleepover.
Yeah.
And we built a fort in his backyard, and it kept getting like wrecked. Like we would like go somewhere on a little adventure to like the playground and come back and it would be destroyed. And we'd be like, what is going on? You know what I mean? And like the little brother would be telling us that like it was like, I don't know what happened. And I believed the nonsense that the little brother told me. I just thought he was a good little kid.
Yeah.
But really it was him wrecking.
Yeah. You're just getting good, son.
wrecking
Yeah.
He was wrecking it.
What
Yeah.
an ass.
We got to find out what happened to that kid.
He's probably in jail.
Yo,
Serial killer.
I haven't said anything about who that kid is, right? That's a weird thing that happened to me one time at a sleepover. This kid was like, check this. He was like a couple years younger, like maybe 1 or 2 years younger than us.
Yeah.
But he like pulled his pants down, and, like
I
stuck
knew it
his
was going to be gay.
fingers in his ass.
Wait a minute,
bro.
what?
What?
Yeah,
The
like
fuck?
he stood up like on the couch. Like me and my boy were like over here, like I think we were playing video games. This is when Resident Evil was out on PlayStation. We're playing Resident Evil on PlayStation, not gay shit. And this kid's like younger brother comes out. This is the kid that was like wrecking the fort and stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he's out of screw loose or whatever. And he was like, check this out. And he just like pulled his pants down. And I was like, what the fuck? And he just stuck 2 of his fingers. Or maybe it was one. I don't know how many fingers. It was a long
You
time
weren't
ago.
counting?
But yeah, I was not
Hold
counting.
on. 2. Gotcha.
Yeah,
All right.
I was just like, yo. Yo.
You got some weird gay stories, man.
Yeah, bro. Did I tell the story about the rest stop
Break it down.
Which one? The
in New Jersey?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the you got duked. Hidden duked?
You're talking about
The roll?
the fucking Nigerian finger trap?
Yeah.
No, this is a different.
Oh, yes.
situation.
No, I do remember the other one. The other
This
one was
man
yeah.
he was like trying to be like a foot tapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you. Yeah. And you had Jesse and yeah, that's right. I remember that one.
Now I remember telling it. Dude, that's something I like every time I have to go in the stall at the airport. I'm like PTSDing about that situation. I'm like, nobody better be tapping feet in here.
I've always been pretty tolerant of gay people, but now I feel like after all your stories, I'm like, are they just not into me then? Like, because I've never been hit on by a gay dude.
Man.
Maybe they're just not into me.
Yo,
That's kind of sad.
that's one thing that I like don't miss at all about
Gotta get down.
working at the mixology joint is
Sorry.
just push him. He's fine. He can take it.
It's not nice.
Nope. He's like, I love ladies.
I'm back.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, but the one joint that I worked at, there's a lot of gays in there, and they'd always be like talking to me like how like fucking men who wear New Balances and drink Bud Light talk to girl bartenders.
Yeah. Damn.
And I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this.
I've never had a problem with gay guys, but like I said, now I'm getting a complex. Maybe I'm just not handsome enough.
I just don't think you worked at that place long enough for them to start feeling comfortable with you.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Like the whole drag population that used to go in there.
Yeah.
They start calling you daddy and shit.
I never actually dealt with them, so yeah, you're probably right. Thursday night, I guess.
Yeah,
wasn't a
like
night.
it gets like it's funny. I like told my wife about it, and like she got like a little mad.
Yeah.
Like she's like, "Yo, fucking let him talk to you like that." I was like, I guess, yeah. I'm telling you about my drama. Thanks for supporting me. So
yeah.
And now it's funny. Now like the other joint that I took like more hours at, it couldn't be like any more opposite.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Then like it's total.
Oh, then well, yeah, but there's some.
Nah, bro. You were like going to like the complete. You're going from like liberals to like conservatives. You know what I mean? It's like a bunch of Budweiser dudes being like, I drink
think
Budweiser.
You think it's more like that than it is.
What, at the tavern?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know if you know. Do you know?
I guess not.
I don't.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
Maybe I think it's less like that than it is.
A lot of those boys driving tractors, you know, like you don't know what
I mean,
happened
it's
behind
Me
Johnston.
and my
This isn't
boys
fucking
alone
Nebraska.
sit
Yeah. It's not like they're fucking corn huskers.
Listen, I don't know. I had so much fun in there the other day, like the most fun I've had in a while. Like just talking like
shit?
perverted shit, like
Yeah.
with like these three kids. They're like electricians.
Yeah.
But
Be
they're
careful what
one's
you say,
hotter
otherwise
than the next.
your ex-husband's brother's gonna come
No,
around.
oh, believe me, he's like I've already like that's how I knew he was reporting because like one day I like said something and John like said something random like he's like, oh, the kid in the electrician shirt. I'm like, like Max.
I mean, are
leave
they
this kid alone?
are they trying to get away with it? Because it seems like they're being too specific
Oh no,
to
they
get
suck at it.
Yeah, like
No, they just suck at it, but they're like a little inbred. Like I don't think they're like
Yeah.
the smartest people.
It's just the person that your daughter shares genetic material
My
with.
daughter, yes, clearly. Trust me, I was thinking that today at the beach. I'm like, oof, kid,
Yeah.
yikes.
I mean, if she decides to grow a beard, it's going to be glorious.
Oh.
Husband had a good beard.
Great beard.
Great beard.
Great beard.
It gives me the ick now.
I'm getting
Well, because now you know what it's attached to. You know.
I'm getting to the point with my beard where I was at with my blowout.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like sick of doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cut it off.
I just don't have the heart to do it.
Cut it off?
Yeah.
Is that as long as it gets?
I don't ever like sometimes
as long as you let
my
it
barber's like gives a little wisp.
Yeah.
But I'm never like give it a trim. I'm like, let's rock this shit out until I get
Yeah.
a neck tattoo. And
I
fucking
got a neck tattoo?
I would like to.
I got a guy.
Probably like it probably not allowed anymore.
Why?
Probably not allowed.
Renee would give it the kibosh.
I don't know. I don't think I would date a guy with a neck tattoo.
And also like I'm kind of like over getting tattoos.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're putting a lot of faith in somebody who like stopped trying to find their dream when they found drawing on people with like permanent marker.
Damn. Coming
You know
out
what I
to the
mean?
Damn,
tattoo
Ryan,
community.
calm down.
What do you mean? I'm
I'm
just being
getting
real about
offended.
it. Like you're like, you know, like you're asking like some fucking vagrant one step away from being a fucking
I think you're categorizing an entire group of people. To
That's
like
what I do.
one
I'm very
bad
black or white.
One bad
I'm very
guy
black
you
or white.
encountered.
I mean, are tattoo artists just on the verge of vagrancy?
Yeah,
Is that like
What is
they're
vag- what is
they're like,
vagrancy?
like homelessness?
yeah, like one step
No.
away from being a carnival worker, bro. You know what I mean? Like you're one autism
Oh
chip
my
away from
God.
being like I like
just
trains.
So you know, my tattoo artist might be like one of your only listeners. I'm not gonna
Damn.
lie. And
What, if he doesn't-
I told him I'm doing this right now.
If he doesn't like dark humor enough, then Jesus
Sure he
Christ, what
does.
do you want from me?
I mean, whatever. We're just fucking
I got
bartenders.
tattoos.
What do we
I've just
know?
been let down by like all of my tattoos,
God.
except for one of them.
You're going to the wrong people.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
well,
but
first
how
of all,
many
you gotta,
people you want me to try around when it comes to drawing
only
on me
took me
permanently?
once.
yeah, you got to
Yeah.
vet, and you have
It
to.
took me too.
And
but-
also, tattoos is that it is one of those things where it's like you pay for the good people, you know, like it's,
Yeah.
if you're going around price shopping tattoos, like you're fucking
Oh,
stupid.
so that's let's
you
get
know?
this person to
Yeah.
like fucking to come around and love me because that is exactly.
Is that exactly what you were doing?
Listen, this is
Yeah,
how
if you-
fucking
Oh
stupid
my
your
God,
boy
I
is.
am so
let me tell.
uncomfortable
Let me
right
tell. Let me tell how dumb I am. Right?
Yeah.
I fucking work
Tell
with
me
this-
about your $80 fucking entire back tattoo.
No.
Yeah.
What?
No, this he's.
I was like, take
I'm
your
just being
shirt off
hyperbolic. Yeah. It's just Chester
I mean,
Cheetah.
I do have
Yeah.
a Godsmack son tattoo on my back.
And he's
being
talking
total-
shit.
Please tell me it's a tramp stamp. Is it a tramp stamp?
Nah, it's like up here. I wanted to do it
That's
like
like the
all
male
across,
equivalent.
all
Yeah.
across
No,
my
I think
back.
The shoulder one? I got
It's
one of
gonna be
those.
like in
Yeah.
between.
Nah, that was like a compromise to my parents
Oh, yeah?
because I was gonna get like my whole back,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Don't do that for your first tattoo. That's
Dude,
fucking crazy."
Mr. Wilk, high five, man. Great job fucking talking
It
you out
wasn't
of
even
that.
my dad. It was my
Uh,
mom, my mom, my stepdad.
Oh, yeah. What's
my
her name?
dad was
Is her name
too
Debbie?
Donna.
Donna.
Yeah.
job, Donna.
Shout out to Donna.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it would be a more solid tattoo than just smaller, stupid tribal sun on my back. Like at least
I don't think
would've just
increasing
went
the
for it.
size of it was the problem, then.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it would be better if it was big. Anyway, so I go to this kid. I had this stupid flash tattoo that I got with my boy. It was like my best friend that I started getting tattoos with. He was back from the military. I was like, let's go get something. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
being a fucking loser, picking something off a wall. I fell out of love with it. It was like some gargoyle looking fucking thing. And so this kid that I work with, he had become a tattoo artist. I fucking hated working with this kid because he was a shit bum.
And you let this kid
looking at
tattoo you?
me?
I did.
You're a fucking
I
idiot.
did. I didn't think that I knew.
You
I-
just thought he'd found his one passion in
I
life?
knew that he
Yeah.
didn't have good character.
Yeah.
He tried to sell me terrible weed before. Like I hated working with him. He was a degenerate. He used to tell me demeaning stories about like girls would come into the bar and he'd tell me like what he did to him and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. for
And
most,
I was
yeah.
just like, why, Ryan? Why did you go to this man?
Yeah.
What made you it's like karma. It's karma catching up with me for all the dirtbag things I did in my life.
On
It's like,
behalf
you
of
look
our
at
one
this.
listener who is a tattoo artist, I apologize. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah.
Honestly, him and I we were out the other night and we were actually talking about like scum, like there's scummy.
Were you out watching YouTube videos on Wi-Fi because he's fucking homeless? He's a homeless vagrant
my
tattoo artist.
God damn.
We have to cut this entire thing.
Why, bro?
Why?
This is funny.
I want to.
I'm on his side.
I wanna
just so you
die
know.
right now.
I'm on tattoo artist
I
guy's
want to
side.
die.
No, man. Why the fuck? Why would you? You're an idiot. Yeah, like why the fuck would you? Of course, you think that they're one step up from fucking carny workers because you went to fucking people who are one step up from carny workers.
This kid owns
Yeah.
the shop. Like
I don't ask the guy who's fucking hanging out by the dumpster to 7-Eleven if he could give me a fucking full Godsmack tattoo on my back. Like, the fuck is the matter with you? Jesus Christ.
terrible.
Yeah. I'm beginning to sense that your basic like malaise about everyone in the world is 100% predicated on you being a fucking moron. You know, like, just why you got to do people like that? You know,
My stomach hurts. For,
Oh,
multiple, for
man.
multiple reasons right
What
now.
a great laugh.
For multiple reasons, I want to die.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
I think tattoo artists are fine
I
people.
think we're gonna phone in
Yeah.
for Francis over here.
Dude, that'd be so funny if we had like a fucking angry phone call.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna get a text.
I don't know. Yeah.
Is this live? Like
No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Anyway.
Ryan.
Yeah, so pay some money and do your research, and I'm sure
I
you'll be
feel
happy
like
with your
he's
tattoo.
gonna be like, that's
Yeah.
coming from the kid who like lives in a Foot Locker. Like,
Yeah,
what the
exactly.
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, roast me. Like, I'm all about it.
That was
Like, we're
all
just
he said.
talking
He
shit.
listened to
Like,
our podcast and he's like, it's a lot of sneakers.
Yeah. That's pretty much everybody's
that was
comment.
his feedback.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're just all empty
man.
boxes.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny if Lana was like, I'm sticking up for my friend. She just started
Fucking throwing haymakers.
ripping them off the walls.
Yeah.
God.
And then I'm exposed.
I don't think we're friends
They're all
anymore.
empty.
Your hobbies ain't shit.
After this, we're probably not friends anymore.
That's true. You are just
I
completely.
might not
you're-
get another
you're-
tattoo from this kid.
Whatever you got to do to keep your corny connection going, homie.
God damn.
I don't understand why this isn't funny.
Bad
Why are we
moment.
so?
Is-
why
Is
are
he
we
gonna
so-
tattoo you in between like tilt-a-whirl rides?
He's gonna
Yeah.
give you the old Charles Manson.
Uh,
What about Steve-O when he gets a tattoo in Jackass from like Henry Rollins and they're on
Yeah.
like a fucking Hummer death ride?
yeah.
You have to have been a child of Jackass if your
Yes.
male
Oh, yeah.
friends
Of
made
course
you
I
jump off buildings all
Yeah.
the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Lana, and this is the.
Why is like the only thing I remember about, I don't even want to say it, like the only thing I remember about that is that like Jessica Simpson cheated on Nick Lachey with like one of the Jackass guys, Johnny Knoxville.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why that's the only like thing that's coming in my head right now.
Fuck Nick
That
Lachey.
and them shitting in the toilet in Home Depot.
That- which is an all-time good.
That's like
good
my
skit.
whole Jackass.
The man's reaction to that is great.
Yeah, it's so
I
good.
think, did they do that in Jackass the movie, or did they do that?
Yeah, I think it's a movie.
I think
I
they
think
do
that's
it.
like
did that
Jackass
a
2.
lot. No,
Yeah.
or
I
is
think
that
they
just
do
a
it in
movie?
CKY as well.
Oh, really?
Like, there's like
Yeah.
a precursor
like
to
they've
that
done that.
stunt in the CKYs.
CKY has the best exchange I've ever seen. It was the part where Bam is asleep and somebody like wipes their ass and then like I don't know what is it.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that's what it. They
No.
they smear shit on his face as he's sleeping, and he's waking up like pissed off, and he's like cleaning it off, and somebody's like, "Well, you just need to get him back. You just need to get him back. Why don't you smear like jelly on him?" And Bam just turns to him, and he's like, "The guy smeared shit on my face. You want me to smear jelly on him?"
Yeah.
I don't think it's Bam. I think it's that Rake Yawn dude.
No, I'm pretty
with,
sure
like,
it was
the
Bam.
crazy hair.
Or maybe it was it was a long time
And,
ago.
I don't think it's really shit. Like it's like mustard or something. They're like fucking with him.
They're fucking with
and
him?
doesn't
Yeah.
he like he fucking it just
Peas on somebody.
pisses right
yeah,
on
puts
Bam's
directly on them.
head. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
no,
another
that's what
one
it
where
was.
they
It was
wipe
Bam.
they wipe shit all over like $100 bill and they leave it on the ground.
Yeah.
And they just film people picking it up, being like,
Uh,
"Oh,
Oh, that's funny too.
You know what? I make fun of my kids nowadays because they watch YouTube and shit and like all those fucking idiot YouTubers.
That
and
like,
those,
was our YouTube.
yeah, that was basically
Yeah.
on YouTube. It was fucking cooler YouTube.
That, what was the other one too? There was a few shows like that.
YouTube doesn't give your home computer AIDS like Kazaa and
Oh yeah, LimeWire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other show back then was
There
like
was like
that?
a lot of shows like
Well,
that.
Tom
What was
Green
the-
started
I
it
was
all.
just wanted to
Tom
talk
Green
about
doesn't
him.
get the like credit he deserves as
No,
like the
you know what I was just
comedic
thinking
like
about that? I was
visionary he
listening to
was for
Eminem
the
on the
time.
way here.
Yeah.
He was like Tom Green thing.
Yeah, Tom Green fucking with his dad was like fucking comedy gold. Like, remember
Tom
when he got the van?
I don't remember Tom Green fucking with his dad.
He or maybe it was his brother. It was somebody he was related to. He like redid his entire van in like one of those like distasteful like people fucking on the side like
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 a
spray paint
mural?
murals on the side of his van. His brother was so pissed off.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was good. That was like the early Tom
I
Green show.
remember
though.
watching
yeah.
like the Tom Green show, but
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like a few shows. Like
Joe Rogan gives him his props. Joe Rogan like had Tom Green on. It was like you're the reason why all of this exists.
He's still-
Literally,
he's
all of
still
it.
around.
Tom Green, yeah, he's still around.
He
I mean, he's not dead.
he does something.
I don't know.
Well,
He
he's
does
gotta
something
fact check
weird
that.
now.
I think he's a podcaster too.
yeah, but he like lives in like he's does some weird shit. Like he lives to like marches to a beat of a different drum.
You
now.
have to if you make the movie Freddy Got Fingered,
Yeah,
which is a cinematic classic.
That's
I
Brennan's
love
jam.
Freddy Got Fingered.
Is
You
this
know
a
about
movie
that jam?
Yes.
It's the
I
only
was just
movie
gonna
I think
say, is
Tom
this
Green
one
made.
movie that all three of us have seen.
I don't know.
None of us ever
Did
watched
you see it?
Yeah, I've seen
I've
it.
seen
You
it.
see it? Hey, there we go. I
That's
love
a
it.
rare rose
All
between
my
Brennan
like,
and I.
most of my friends growing up were guys.
Yeah.
Like you said. Well, it was my older brother and like his friends. So
Yeah.
like,
Who's gonna ask her?
what?
What? I don't like your look.
I don't know. When you were you're too old. You're too young. I mean.
Oh, the red balloon.
Yes.
You already asked me that last time. No, nobody's seen this trauma. Nobody's seen this trauma, Ryan, but you.
We got hot cabbage.
Carney.
Yeah.
You fucking carney.
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever. It's the carnies that haven't seen it. You people with your uncultured fucking upbringings.
Dude, that's so.
I wonder if Francis has seen it. See.
That Francis.
Tattoo dude.
Oh, that kid. His name could be Francis. This kid's name was he.
Is his name Francis? I think she's telling you his name's Francis.
I am telling you, yes. That wasn't a.
I feel like there's some.
She wasn't guessing. That was his name. Yeah.
No, I don't
I
understand.
hate that. I mean, I have to.
She was just telling you that the tattoo.
why
artist
are
didn't-
We have to
why
kill
are-
Francis now. You can't see this. Fuck.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Embarrassing.
You're being too sensitive.
I'm sure Francis will be fine.
Yeah.
I bet he's a nice guy. I like him. It's him. It's him.
Me
It's him that
too.
has the problem.
Yes, you're the problem.
That'd be so funny. Be like, he's just gonna like recruit a bunch of carnies to come take over 12 Top
I mean,
on Sundays at the tavern. Come see me.
yeah. I don't think he's a carny.
You know what's so funny though? This is like a side note, but they all came in, not him, but like all the people from his shop, and Tori comes in. Every once in a while she comes out with a good one-liner and she's like, what's this? They all just leave some convention or something. Like, what the fuck? She has a good line every once in a while.
She's funny.
She's funny.
I mean, she's got some funny tattoos.
She's got the hot wiener.
Yeah.
She's got a hot wiener.
She's got a hot wiener.
Yeah.
like an actual ween.
Well, like a wiener or
No,
like a dick.
like a New York system
Yeah,
hot wiener.
hot
I don't know
wiener.
why I'm pointing
Yeah.
at
Right, yeah.
my wiener tattoo.
My brother has a few dumb tattoos. My brother has stupid tattooed on his ass.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, that stupid guy that comes in has like your name tattooed on his ass.
Oh, that-
and he's like got to show it to everybody. It's like a predator move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's weird.
Yeah.
You know, my brother's at least is like
Funny.
cheeky and fun. You know, it's like
Cheeky,
I have
no
a stupid
no pun
tattoo on my
intended.
ass. Yeah.
Oh,
See what I
God
did there?
joke.
Yeah.
I feel like Steve-O is the king of stupid tattoos.
Oh yeah.
He's like the pioneer.
I love the Steve-O tattoo of just his face. It's fucking classic.
His own face.
Like
yeah,
on his
yeah,
back
He
where
has
he's
his own,
like-
the
yeah.
thumbs up one. Like if I had the balls, I would get that tattooed on my back. Yeah,
Bro.
I
Let's
don't think
talk
the wife would like that though.
Let's talk about some balls. This just popped into my head. You went to New York.
Balls just popping in your head.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
Here we go.
yeah.
You went to New York. You sent me this photo,
Oh,
which I zoomed in on, but the pixel quality was terrible.
yeah. Well, it's
And it seems that you were within reach of a foul ball
Yeah.
or a home run ball.
home run ball. Yeah, it's two rows back. Actually, the fucking dude who caught it, I found out this later because everybody kept coming up to this dude and like taking pictures with him, and there was like a lot of little kids who were like coming up to him, taking pictures with him, like famous kind of. He's apparently a dude who's famous for catching home run balls. He goes to like major league ballparks and like he's a
He just
professional.
catches them all. He's just like professional balls.
Dude, I don't know how he does it, but like he is a professional home run ball catcher. Like he caught Alex Rodriguez's 3,000th hit. He caught. I mean, he has like a YouTube channel. It's like,
All right.
but yeah, I don't know how he does it. But
HFA.
yeah, well, but it was like, I don't know. I just thought it was fucking lousy. Like, first of all, there's a bunch of kids around us, so it's like he didn't take it from a kid. He took it from a grown man. But the grown man was trying to catch it for his kid. So it was kind of like, this is adjacent to being kind of a dirtbag at a fucking baseball game. And on top of that, like, he's just kind of a shit fucking, like, the whole time he's, like, doing stupid YouTube faces and shit. It, like, ruined my experience from that moment on. Like,
You
the
like
moment,
hated this man.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All I could do was fucking watch this dude and hate him. Yeah, it was just like,
Yeah,
you're-
I don't.
you're
I'm not,
fucking
like,
loser.
impressed. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know any of this, but I'm not impressed. Like,
well, I mean, it's
that
not a
this
matter
guy-
of impress. He makes a lot of
no.
money doing it.
Oh, he
like,
makes money doing this.
yeah. So
he like has like a
I feel like
spreadsheet.
that's like a,
and
I
he,
don't
like,
know.
yeah. Oh,
It's
do you
like-
know this dude?
I've heard about him.
Yeah.
He like uses like statistics to like okay, this pitcher gives up home runs on sliders, and this dude hits home runs to
Yeah,
How
it's
does he
to
know where
this
to
area.
sit?
of the ballpark.
I don't know.
Or does he, like, run
but
around?
he was sitting like 2 rows back on the aisle. So I think that's his key
I was
is
gonna say he must have a.
he
seat.
sits in the aisles, I think, because obviously the aisles make up like the biggest area where you can kind of jump up and like go around to get balls kind of thing. So as they're up in the air, you can go up and down and like kind of go in. But yeah, but it's just like, and then on top of that, you're a grown man. He's like 40 years old.
That's
Like
what I'm
he's got to be
saying,
like
I
my age, 44 or something. Yeah. Like you're a
weird.
fucking loser.
It's like,
so
dude, you could be
weird.
Yeah.
if you put half of the effort
I don't
into
get how
this,
you make money doing it though.
into like banging chicks.
Yeah. Well, so when
You could be banging chicks, bro. Like, what are you doing?
yeah, when
Catching
athletes
balls.
yeah, when athletes hit like milestone home runs and shit and want their ball back, like they pay up for
They
it.
negotiate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like A-Rod's 3,000 hit.
thing?
Yo, yeah, it's a
They
thing.
want their ball back?
Oh yeah, they have for the milestone ones they do.
Dude,
yeah.
what's like this?
Like 3,000
I
career.
hate sports.
Yeah, I know it's so stupid.
Like Mark McGuire's like
Sports
big
so
ball.
much.
Yeah,
Like-
the 70 whatever that was, the 70 or I don't know, was it the 61st home run or was it the last one he hit that year? Like the one that set the record, but it was probably
I think
the
it was
61st.
the record. I think it was a
So
record-setting
61?
home run.
Yeah, so he hit 61, and then that started like a whole thing with like the guy. Actually,
No, but the dude, what the guy wanted was
Yeah.
trivial compared to
what he ended up with.
Yeah, because
yeah,
the ball sold at auction, I think, for like $1 million plus.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah. All the dude wanted to do was
Just
do,
meet him.
Do you know who Mark McGuire is? Okay, you don't need to. Basically, there was a home run record in baseball that stood for what would that be? Probably 35 years or whatever. So it's had broken in the 90s. Mark McGuire broke the record. The home run record
Hit
was
the most.
hit the most home runs in a season. He hit 61. On the 61st home run, he hits it over. A guy catches it. All the guy wants to do is meet Mark McGuire and get like a signed autograph bat. Mark McGuire doesn't want to do either of those things, right? So then the guy's like, well, fuck you then. I'm just going to put the thing up for auction. I'm not even going to give it to you. And then he ended up
He got like
selling
$1
the
million
ball.
for
Yeah, it was like
yeah.
a fucking $2.5 million baseball.
better.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But
yeah,
literally,
then-
all he wanted was like a little bro moment.
yeah, like he was just like, oh, I just
Fair
want to
enough.
like give him the ball, maybe have him sign me a bat and like shake my hand. And Mark McGuire didn't want to do
He's
that.
like, "Oh, you want
Why?
to be mean?"
Yeah, because he's a dickhead, and that's why.
Well, he's probably all jacked up on the juice.
Steroids, yeah. I don't want to beat anyone. I'm here to hit home runs.
Look at my guy.
He's all
Fucking
of my
very
shit
concerned.
now. All right,
So
sorry.
I'm nervous.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, no, there's big money in baseballs though, like fucking hits like that. Like the A-Rod home run was a home run ball and his 3,000th hit, so it was like a double whammy. So
Have you seen
Like-
David Wells making the rounds on podcasts
yeah,
lately?
he's a fucking dildo.
He is a
I
dildo.
fucking hate that guy.
But
Yeah,
he has balls. Like he had bought like Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron and all these balls, like early in his career,
yeah,
and he had progressively gotten them signed by like whoever's in like the home run club now.
yeah.
So like he has a ball like
Signed by like Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds, like yeah,
like A-Rod,
yeah.
the whole nine.
Yeah.
Like I think that's pretty cool.
It is, but fuck that guy.
And he also wore like a Babe Ruth hat
Yeah,
during.
Oh, yeah, I remember
he wore
that.
a game-worn Babe Ruth hat during a game and just paid the fine. It was like fuck you.
Yeah.
And he also tried to fight George Steinbrenner, and George Steinbrenner like ran away.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I like that,
I would imagine George Steinbrenner's not fucking anyone up. I mean, he was like 70 at the time.
dude.
so.
The only Steinbrenner that I know is like the impersonation
David?
from Seinfeld.
Yeah. Are you a Seinfeld person at all?
Yes.
Do you remember George Steinbrenner in that show?
George's boss.
George's
George's
boss.
boss.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
You
yeah.
only saw the back of him, and it was Larry David
Yeah,
like
yeah.
saying crazy shit like, "Look at this sandwich. It's only got fucking mayonnaise on one
The other
side."
one had
blah,
like
blah.
a crazy boss too, though, didn't?
Elaine.
Elaine,
had,
yeah,
like, a
yeah.
crazy
That
boss,
guy, I
too.
love that guy in that show.
He's like
yeah.
famous.
Yeah,
kinda,
kinda-ish. Yeah.
I've like
Maybe,
hung out
maybe
with
he's
that
just
guy
famous
before.
from that show.
yeah. Well, I think that's how it is. Yeah.
He used to run the PC like auction every year.
Providence College?
Yeah, and like when Renee, he's a
That dude?
yeah. What's his name?
I don't know his name.
I can picture him, but I don't know.
He's like
his
the guy
name.
with the salt and pepper hair, and he
Yeah.
talks like this
Yeah.
very slowly.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like a grad from them. He's like a
Oh.
famous one of their grads. So he
I
comes
did not
back and
know
he
that.
like runs this auction where there's like memorabilia and experiences and shit.
Yeah.
And when my wife used to work for the school, she would like work with him about, she would like coordinate with him and stuff. So I don't know. I've like sat at a dinner table with that guy before. Peterman.
Peterman. Yeah, that's what his name.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was bothering me.
And then she got him to come and do this other auction for her other job when she left.
yeah. Wow.
And everybody was like, I think he's on coke.
Of course he's on coke.
Yeah, I was like, well, you just
If I was Peterman from Seinfeld, I would be
Yeah.
always on coke.
look at my
Yeah.
guy right here. He's fucking such a good boy.
Wish I would.
I was like, he just flew here on like a private plane
Yeah.
to like be friendly to strangers. He's probably doing some drugs.
And not to mention, I bet you that's probably one of the least weird things he does on a daily basis. He probably like gets paid to like show up and like bang people's wives in front of them or some shit. You know?
Bro,
What? Is that what you paid him for?
no.
Was that one of the experiences? You could watch me have sex with your wife.
So I used to work at the place on the hill. That we all used to work at.
Yeah.
And one of the valets, he used to play for the 49ers, like very shortly. You know what I mean? Maybe,
The valet played for the 49ers? That's not an inspiring story, but all right, continue.
What do you mean? He was like he was like a 25-year-old former athlete. You know what I mean?
Who ended up a valet. No offense to valets. I don't want to be bashing every
here we go.
industry, but-
Who's the valet that's watching
I'm sorry,
this?
but nobody
We
out
gotta
there
cut it.
Nobody out there is making a fucking Disney movie
Bunch of
about the guy who
fucking
was a
criminals.
professional football player and then
Valets
became
can't
the
afford
valet.
mortgages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't think
he-
that's a hot take to say that, oh shit, I guess shit didn't go your way, you know?
Well, it didn't go his way because he had like knee problems and stuff. It wasn't because he was a fuck up. He was still like a pretty. Anyway, I'm about to tell you the story takes like a weird turn with me, how it always does.
Yeah.
So we're like talking and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, I used to play for the Niners." So he's like showing me all these pictures of him like all jerseyed up and stuff on the field, and then he like scrolls to like some fucking. I'm like, that was your dick and some white lady. Like, what the hell's going on here?
Oh.
And he's like, oh.
Oh, I know one.
Yeah, he's
talk.
like, sorry about that, man. He's like, let me tell you about this other shit that I'm into. He's like, where guys fucking pay me to either have a video conference and fuck their wife in front of them, or they just fucking sit in the hotel room chair
And
and
what?
fucking watch.
So he just cucks dudes.
Yes.
Oh, wow. All
Well,
right.
I've never come across that like in real life.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And this dude was just like mistakenly like
Oops. Sorry.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
how mistaken was this? That's like
Yeah,
a
no,
little,
I was gonna
that's
say
like a
that's
little
not like
foot,
an
little
intention.
foot
He's like,
tap.
Whoops.
Yeah.
But yeah. But he was also a veteran, so I had like a lot of respect for him.
All right, good for him.
He's
But
Wears a lot of gloves.
Yeah.
Hats.
A lot of gloves?
A lot of gloves. A lot of jimmies, is it?
but he
Ryan?
was just like he just was like so open about it. Like he was like very excited to like keep scrolling if I was down.
Yeah.
You know
oh,
what I mean?
I got more of these.
Yeah, like you want to fucking check some of this shit
got
out?
a whole fucking, yeah.
It was like you know, like some fucking kid being like, I got all these rocks. You want to? You know, I was like, all right, dude, let's fucking.
Well, I mean, they were like his version of Pokemon. It's like, I got to
Yes.
collect them all.
Yes.
Catch 'em all.
Anyway,
But that's
so
wild.
I got to know what that look was about.
Yeah.
No, nothing, because there was things I wanted to talk about. So last time we talked about the fucking airdrop,
Yes.
Yeah, the dick pics.
Yes.
Yeah.
whips it out, blah blah blah. All right, so
Oh yeah, I heard that there was a bit of a game of telephone going on with the story that I
my telephone.
like. The details that I relate aren't necessarily the story. Anyway, say
There's
what-
stories on our podcast.
Yeah, we listened.
That's
yeah.
the story.
that's the story.
That's the
Well,
only
no, that's
story.
what no, because I heard that what I made it out to be where like later on in the night where he just like pulled his pants down and was stroking it.
Yeah.
That wasn't necessarily what happened.
Well, what the fuck happened?
I don't know. I didn't get
I want
that.
to know
I didn't
then.
get the rundown.
That's what I was informed. We got to get this footage.
I don't think we
It's
need
the
the
only
footage.
way.
I think we're good.
The only way.
I think we could just kind of like admit we're never going to know the story. I don't need to see
I'm
footage of a
pretty sure
dude jerking
that's
off.
The
Yeah.
fucking story. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's all it is. It's just going to be footage of a dude jerking off. There
Yeah.
was nobody else in there.
I don't know. I'll get more. I'll
No,
get
I
more.
know. Who's telling you this?
But here's the thing, though. Are you going to be able to trust the footage even if you see it?
Yes.
Like, were these cameras like radioactive proofed or whatever?
Well,
like
yeah,
in the
They
same
said-
manner that
dude,
they
the
said
if
NASA
the
the
was?
dude doesn't have
screenshot,
dirty
though.
shoes from walking in the mud, then I'm going to say this is a suspect video.
No, she sent the video. She sent like a screenshot. Like you couldn't see like whatever, but you could tell. He
Yeah.
was having a,
Who was
He
the,
was
who
having a
was the
time.
main
Like he didn't have his-
victim of this story?
I think we all are at this
Your
point.
girls.
B.
Yeah.
B and T. Yeah,
B is the end of the night victim.
I would call her more the victim.
Yes, right. So
Correct.
she's the one that was like telling me that the story isn't necessarily what happened.
Well, that's the story she told me.
Well, I don't know why she's telling me that I didn't tell the story the right way.
Wait, did she listen to our cast?
I think so.
Did she?
One more viewer.
She's coming for you.
See you, Francis. We don't need you
I
anymore.
like- No hard.
Dude, isn't there some?
You know what? Never mind. Fuck tattoo artists. Yeah.
I feel like there's a cartoon back in the day where like some
If
kid's
I get
named
a fucking
Francis.
dick tattooed on me because of you two, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I mean, whatever.
Oh
you know.
no, not whatever. No.
It's only forever, you know.
Yes.
Depending on placement too, it could be very tasteful.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, dude, I saw
I gotta
this.
find a new fucking tattoo artist now.
I am in this Facebook group horrible tattoos.
Yeah.
And I saw one today where a man has it's a lady, like her legs are like between his hairy armpit arms.
I've seen this
And it's like it's like her butt hair.
Oh.
Like
Yeah,
her-
I've seen
her
that
butt hair.
stuff
It's not even like her
before.
muff. It's
Yeah,
like her
butt hair.
Her butt hair is like his fucking armpit hair.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the best, worst tattoo
I do
that
love
I've ever seen in my life.
I do love going down like the bad
So I have-
tattoo range.
I
Yeah.
still have a story to further this. So this total degenerate that used to be, I guess he was an acquaintance of mine. He was friends with a friend of mine, but he'd be around my life a lot, right?
Yeah.
So he told me this story where a lady that he knew possessed one of these tattoos that I just talked about, but in real life.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I've seen this lady. She's come into like bars of mine multiple times throughout the years. You know what I mean? Way longer than I even know the scumbag anymore.
Yeah.
But just from him relaying that story about said funny thing, that like now I just can't. That's the only thing that I know about this person. You know what I mean? Like she can never escape it.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like every time I see her, I'm like, oh.
I know it.
That she
Yeah.
has the tattoo?
No, she
Or
doesn't
she
have
has
a
a
tattoo.
hairy butthole.
Yeah, yeah, hairy
Yeah.
butt. Got a hairy butt.
Hey, I mean, people have hairy
And
butts.
she's like
Well, if you don't
yeah,
take-
but she's like the nicest. But when you're a
Waiting
dirtbag drug addict and like you do dirtbag drug addicts mean talks because you're being mean and not
Yeah.
fixing yourself.
You just want to call everyone carnies. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. You just want to bring everyone else down
with their
with their hairy
butts.
buttholes and their lack of career ambition. All right, I'm not letting you off the hook. What's the fucking what's
Okay.
the black cuckold story that you
I don't know what
got?
that means.
You don't know what cuckold means?
I think
I
she was
don't
just.
know what that
I think she was
means.
just recounting the.
No, I wasn't. No. I have a question for you guys.
All right.
I have two men here.
Well, the first one is
Seemingly.
a cuckold is somebody
Seemingly.
who gets sexual gratification from watching their significant other have sex with somebody else.
Okay, no, I don't.
That's a
no.
cuckold.
I don't know anybody like that.
So then you were getting
I'm
cucked.
sure I do know people like
Oh,
that.
you do?
But
Yeah.
I don't.
Did you ever work with that girl?
No,
Amber
no,
at
we're not
10?
doing this. You
No.
go. Yeah. What
Wait,
what
no,
are you trying to
I
say?
want to know about Amber.
Yeah, we're gonna get to Amber first. I need to hear
I
what
might
you
be
have
able
to
to
say.
send somebody Amber's way.
Yeah.
No, is like dick like? Do you ever? Have you ever? I don't even know. Is sending dick pics like a normal thing?
No. Well, no.
I was like dating this kid and I really liked him, and he sent me like a like it was just like a random, like it was like a full body but like dick, and I'm like, all right, and I didn't say anything back to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I
that's
just-
crushing.
Listen,
That's crushing.
listen.
What you
though,
should have
dude.
typed though is cold out there, huh?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there, dude. I'm
yeah.
getting there.
Okay.
So it's like, all right, I ignored, I let it go. I waited for him to like text me like the next day, like whatever.
Yeah.
All right,
A
I
follow-up?
let it go. I didn't say anything about it. He didn't bring it up. I assumed he picked up on the fact that maybe she didn't really, that wasn't well received,
Yeah.
if you will. So like, I don't know, other like it tapered off. I kind of like whatever. Like he was like texting me the other day, and I'm like being like short as I can be with this kid. He's like trying to like hang out with me. I'm like, no, I'm not into it. I can't. Blah blah blah. Like super short. And then like randomly another full whatever.
So
And-
this thing that effectively, obviously shifted your relationship in a negative direction. Now he's doubling down on it.
doubling down on it. But here's like the other like kicker of it. At least if you're gonna do that, give me something you're proud of.
Okay,
Like
so it's
I don't
yeah.
need to be zooming in. Like, is that
Yeah.
a hernia? Like,
Oh, man. Yeah.
like you got an outie? Like,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like
I mean,
I can't even believe that you would be like
proud of
sending
that. Yeah, it's like you should literally
Not once, but twice.
yeah, you should be waiting for me to find out about that, let alone flaunting it right out the gate.
I don't even think
Yeah.
even if you like, you don't listen. First of all, it doesn't need to be, but like, you don't. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
why are you sending? Like,
Yeah. Have enough
do you understand?
self-awareness
Me
to
and all
know.
my friends like laughed about this.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh man, that's tough.
we zoomed in 4 times.
Yeah,
there it is.
Uh,
But like, I don't get it. Like, what? Like,
Yeah.
what in your head is? And like, I was like, kind of like, oh, I'm in a shitty mood. Like, oh, I know what's gonna fix her. Just 2 inches of thunder. Like,
damn.
what the fuck?
yeah, I
Like,
mean,
dude.
you got to at least fluff yourself up a bit.
I mean, it gave me a chuckle, but
yeah. Jesus.
I feel like
yeah, I have nothing to tell you. Like that's it's not something I would have done.
I just don't get it. Like,
yeah. I think some dudes think that like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think honestly, as a married man, there comes a point in time in your life where you have to like, you either have to be delusional enough to think that like that your wife of course wants to have sex with you all the time, or understand enough to just be like, nobody wants to have sex with me. That's fine. You know, like we're just not here for that anymore. You know, you can't.
It's not what we do.
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly. You know, we're just, or you know, or
off the table.
well, it's just you can't be like the kind of person where you just are so unaware of your own self that you're just like, oh no, everybody wants this. You know, it's like nobody wants that, man.
Is that what it is?
I think so. I
Like-
mean, it's a borderline egomaniacal thing to
Yeah,
do. Yeah, narcissism maybe.
Yeah, but then it should be
Huge. Yeah,
correct. Like,
yeah. I'm not putting anything on wax unless it's like, you know,
that's what I'm
9.
like.
That's
easy,
like
at
that's
least.
like
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even send like a picture like this without me like checking every angle,
Yeah.
sending it to 4 of my friends first. Like, should I send him that? Like,
Yeah, well, that's another thing too. Is like the dick pic is like, you
Like,
know how you know
that's-
women don't want dick pics is because how often do women send you like?
yeah, do you
Have
just
you
want
ever
like
sent-
a whole like?
Yeah, exactly. You know, exactly. Do you want me to part the labia? Get really look in there. Like that's never happened. Like I've never gotten one of those pictures once. Maybe that's a fault with mine, but I don't. I would like to believe that nobody else is getting these
I would
pictures.
like to think that
Yeah.
you would think the same
Yeah.
way. Like,
So,
what
like,
the
why-
I should have responded like, "Oh, did you mean to send that to your doctor?"
Oh, shit.
Yikes! What's that?
I mean, it is like a very quick filter.
What's a filter?
What?
You can filter your.
Nah, you just cut through the bullshit right away. Like he tried you twice. You know what I mean? He sent it once, and then he waited a little bit, and then he's like, "You into it now?"
Yeah, but what's
No?
the filter? Like at that point in time, it's like, oh, okay, you're a fucking lunatic. Like I'm done with this.
Yeah, so like if you,
Yeah.
so he's looking for other crazy people. That's what he's trying to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sure. I guess.
That's all I'm saying. Like if
But
you're,
like
if
you
you're
guys
that
were
much-
vibing before this, right? Like you were enjoying each other's company.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
There was other issues there.
Clearly. Yeah.
Clearly.
Uh,
No, like, yeah, like there was definitely like for once I picked up on red flags and didn't run toward them.
yeah.
Kudos to me.
There you
I'm
go.
just saying it's like hunting with
Evolving.
birdshot. Like you send a dick pic out to like 20 whores.
Oh, you think he sent
Oh,
it
no,
to like
one of
20
them-
girls? I didn't get the only one.
No. Well, well, yeah. I knew a guy who would do that. He would be the chronic, like, you know, I worked with him, and other girls would be like, "You sent me a dick pic," and he'd be like, "Oh, I meant to send that to somebody else." And it's like, "No, you didn't.
What did
You knew exactly who you were
accidentally
sending it to." Yeah.
Dude, I saw
And again,
And like, is your camera roll like full of them?
yeah, maybe he
Like,
just
do
has
you
like.
ever delete your camera roll? Like, I never delete my camera roll.
Yeah, I don't know. Or
Like,
maybe he
there's-
just has them like at the ready. Like he has like they're almost like headshots. You know, it's like where he's like, all right, these are my 3 where I like the lighting and everything,
He's got, like,
which
a
is even
saved
worse.
folder.
If those are his best and he's sending them to you, it's like, I mean, you can fuck with angles and shit and like, you know, Lord of the Rings
That's what
style,
I'm
like
saying,
use like other things, like, you know, maybe I'll hold like a cup or something that's smaller so that way it looks like it's bigger. You know, it's like
That's what
there
I'm
are
saying,
ways
like,
of doing
I'll send,
camera
like-
trickery here,
Like, I'll
and you're
send
still
a cute
failing.
picture.
No, I got this giant lighter.
Yeah, exactly.
Next to somebody. Oh no.
Like, this is the first man I've seen with tiny hands. He's got a giant dick.
Exactly. Gotta Photoshop that shit at least, man.
Just don't send it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I
yeah,
feel
I mean
like
that's option
Send,
A.
like, I mean, I guess like a shirtless photo. I wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah, but would you be happy either? Like, there's the
Dude,
risk.
like, you have
It
to
takes
have
a
like
lot to make me happy.
Yeah,
That's a
well, I'm
whole
just
other
saying, like,
issue.
the risk
That's
reward
another
is-
question.
yeah.
Okay?
you have to have like Hulk Hogan level of like narcissism and delusion to like be like, yeah, brother,
Yeah.
you like this,
Yeah.
like. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if a chick sends you an unsolicited picture, like, you know what I mean? That's like a gateway of maybe her being like, hey,
Yeah,
I'm
send me
in-
back.
I'm
like,
into
what's
this.
an unsolicited? Like, I sent him like cute pictures of me, but clothed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you're fishing a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You're
Like,
like sending him you're sending him little dolled up pictures.
Yeah, but
You
we
don't
were,
think- you don't think
seeing
he's
each
gonna-
other for a
you don't
while.
think he's gonna, like,
That's a
fucking
jump.
cast the
That's
dick
a
net out
jump
there?
Scare.
I don't know. I
so-
don't know. I got a little bit of sympathy for this guy now. He's setting him up. You say you
weren't
made a
seeing
mouse
each
trap.
I mean, somebody has to be the one that like ups the ante. So maybe that's what it's kind of.
I
Yeah,
was
you
with
made a
John
mouse
for
trap.
11 years. He
Yeah.
didn't send me any dick pics. Like, I mean,
And look where that.
Well,
look
he's
how that
also
ended.
from like.
It's just
Dick pics are the language of
it's
love.
outside your house right now.
There's
but it's
a
fine.
solid chance that he's made an equal amount of phone calls on a cell phone as on a rotary landline.
I don't know what that means. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
you
just
don't-
old.
So he's
Yeah.
old. Yeah. I've used a rotary phone.
I forgot who we were talking. Which sociopath we were talking about.
You seem to
I
attract
thought-
them.
When you started talking about stalkers, though, I thought that you were talking about the person that like they sent you flowers or something after they got your address from
Oh
like
my
your home
god,
listing or
that's
something.
another fucking thing that happened to me.
I didn't think like see the other story like I'm sad
What
about
is
because
wrong
I'd be
with
giving this
me?
guy the my man. Like if I give you the my mans, that's like you're one of my favorite regulars. I give
He
you the
told
my
him
man,
that
my
I brought
man,
you cake.
my man.
He told him that I brought you cake.
Well, I don't care.
I
ate
know,
that
but like it was
cake.
like just to like start shit. Like clearly, like all right. My daughter wanted to bring him a
Now I
cupcake.
got
My daughter
one-
has a huge crush on him, like
Yeah.
for sure.
Now
like,
I got one less my man.
100%. And like we were going in on a Sunday, like we were like out and about all day. I like to stop in there on a Sunday. I like to see him.
Yeah.
So Delaney went to get a cupcake and she's like, let's bring Ryan one, like blah, 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 whatever. And we like walked in there and then like his whole family, of course, is in there. And it was just like, I gotta go. But he was like, oh, like Lana came in to drop off cakes to like Ryan.
Well, then you had to explain to him that it's like, no, it's my daughter. That's his child bride.
I'm just letting my daughter groom herself into loving Ryan. And
I'm just allowing
him
Ryan to spend entirely too much time with my fucking
No, it didn't
daughter.
even spend any time together. Like, I don't know. She just, for some reason, she likes you. I don't know. I told you
Yeah.
she's not that bright.
Yeah, clearly. You should let her listen to a couple episodes. That'll clear her of that.
typical.
She was like
um,
bummed she couldn't come.
Yeah.
It's typical like little girl like if I like try to stay away from her because if I get too close to her, nobody's looking, fucking whacks me.
What, the kid?
Yeah, Delaney.
She pits you?
My kid?
Yeah, she gives me fucking the whack.
My child?
Yeah, she whacks me in the head. Your child.
My child?
Yeah,
No.
it's happened like 3 times in my life.
She's hit you?
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't like you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she feels bad. She's trying to right her wrongs.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I have no.
Yo, you know another crazy thing that happened to me when I used to be on this like bigger time gardening adventure outside, and I was like hanging out with this family that like adopted their sister's like bad kid.
Okay.
And they're like
yeah.
trying to turn him into like a good kid.
Yeah.
I was we're doing a lot of like container gardening and reckless YouTube shit using tools we have no business using. So I like almost cut my leg off. I have like a serious fucking
Oh,
like,
shit.
like it's not I gave myself a bad cut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I should have went to the emergency room, probably got stitches, but I was like, Band-Aid shit,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Liquid Band-Aid up, cool.
I fucked myself up. You know, it was like visibly fucked up for like for 4 weeks. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I'm like in the backyard working on stuff, wearing shorts. And this kid, he could have been maybe more like 7 years old at this point, maybe a little younger. He takes like a running charge down the hill with a wiffle ball bat and fucking direct hits me, bang, right in that fucking cut, dude. Like, I was like, holy shit. Like, and you ever been posed with that question, like, how many 7-year-olds could you take on
Yeah.
before you got, like, tired and they, like, overtook you? You know what
Your
I mean?
answer
Like,
was 1?
yeah, I was like, oh, if you give them wiffle ball bats, we're in fucking
I'm out.
bad
Yeah.
shape over here, bro. I'm getting beat down like casino.
Yeah.
That kid was ready to
Jesus.
bury me in a cornfield.
Oh. Wow. Look at you watching Casino. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
I know that.
Do you know that one? That's another one, guys.
I don't
That's
like
2.
how Joe Pesci goes out in that.
Well, I mean, it's a true story.
I don't
so
think I like
that's how the guy went out.
Change it.
It's one
That's how
of
like
my.
every movie he's in, pretty
It's
much.
one of
Yeah.
my least.
Yeah, he does. He dies at the end. That's Joe Pesci's job. Yeah.
Maybe not.
It
Maybe
gets
not
me
Home
almost
Alone.
as fired up as like how they
I mean, we didn't see the last chapter of that movie, you know,
of what?
of Home Alone. You know?
What's the last
He
chapter?
was in.
That's what I'm saying. He was in Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2. Like,
Did you watch Bupkis?
No.
No.
Bupkis?
It's like Pete Davidson. Do you like Pete Davidson?
Not really.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I do.
Yeah.
I think I like him.
I like him.
I find him to be kind of annoying. Anybody
I
who's
think
like,
that's his like
yeah, but like not like funny
his
annoying.
niche, if
Yeah.
you will. No, I don't think he's funny. I think he's funny.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah.
To each his own. But he has
Yeah.
a show, and Joe Pesci plays his grandfather in it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
All right.
It's all right. I think he dies in that too, though. Pretty sure.
You know what? Pete Davidson just like he beats the my dad died in 9/11 to death. Like I'm tired of it.
I like the story that he tells when like the firefighters like
It's stupid.
Sorry, this is true. You know.
like the firefighters they tell him like how his dad was, you know
Doing
that
coke and
Yeah.
shit.
he's like so my dad was like this man of the 90s doing
Yeah.
cocaine and putting fires out
Yeah.
like I'm like your dad was
I
on
think
Rescue
he makes
Me.
too many like I would fuck my mom jokes. It's a little uncomfortable.
I think. Well, that's just it. I feel like any joke he does do that's good. It's like, well, I can't really like it because I know I'm going to hear it 5 more times. You know, like I feel like he's a bit of a one-trick pony at this point. You know.
What about
It's
when
like he
he's
either talks about the dad, the mom, or the drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah,
Ariana
he's got-
Grande.
yes. What about when he's like, what if I did that? What if I painted
Yeah,
myself
she talks about how
brown?
big his
Yeah.
dick was,
Yeah.
and he was just See, that was a good one. That was actually a
Yeah.
good one.
It's You can like him. Oh, actually, did you hear that this dude? You know that dude Matt Rife?
Yes.
Yeah.
And- Yeah.
He's moving to Rhode
Oh,
Island.
Yeah, he
that
just bought a fucking
fucking
house in Johnston or some
pompous
shit or
kid that comes
Burrillville.
in. Did
Yeah.
you see his like thing? And he's like, "Can't wait to be Eskimo Brothers with Matt Rife." Like,
Ew.
dude, you're freaking 3 feet tall.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Fucking juice bag neck tattoo guy
Uh-oh.
Oh.
coming for you.
Oh.
Ugh.
I think Lana
That
has
could be the
like,
grossest thing I've ever heard anyone say.
What?
Like, I can't wait to be Eskimo Brothers with that guy. Gross. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
kid probably sends dick pics out.
Yeah, that's definitely dick pic. That's a
Dick
who would
pic
be like
sender.
excited about that?
getting a dick pic
I
Are we
think
back to that?
like having like Eskimo brothers.
with a dude. Yeah, with that dude. No, nobody who isn't like nobody who's reading at higher than a 4th grade reading level. You know, like yuck. You know? Ugh.
Like that's like diet cucking, right? Because
That's
you're like
diet
proud.
cucking?
Yeah, that
You're
some
like
other
proud
dude
that
is
somebody
is-
else smashed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that you're getting some
Oh,
other
what did-
dude's
we
sloppy
said- we had-
seconds.
yeah. There's
don't know.
something about
Or you're
that.
like, oh, I could like take down chicks like fucking Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. Well, I think
Like that's what it
Once
is.
I
Like,
find out
could
somebody I
take-
know has
could
been
take
with
that.
somebody, it kind of just takes the whole.
yeah, they get pulled out of the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I gotta move.
I have no insight into this because I have
went over
been
both
married
your
basically
heads.
since I was 21 years old.
Why you gotta move?
So that's why I gotta move. Went over both your heads.
Gonna
Never
open
mind.
up a new pool?
Joke's
Yeah.
over.
Done with this pool.
You took a shit in this pool too many times? Yeah.
Taking a shit in the Situate Reservoir.
Yeah.
Episode 15.
Yeah.
Oh man. It should be carnies.
Yeah, no, the episode title.
Emptying the Carney RV tank into the Situate Reservoir.
I feel like we should just name this episode
Because
Fuck,
it's
fuck
full
You,
of-
Francis.
Because it's
Oh my
full of-
god.
like, that should just be like right off the rip. Just let him know how it
You
is.
guys are killing me.
Uh,
Ugh.
Episode 15. Hey, Francis, fuck you.
I don't know. Does he have a sense of humor? I hope he does, because otherwise he's probably going to kill
Why
me.
else would he watch the show?
Yeah, right?
Dude,
I'm sure he's a great guy. I want that to be on the record. I was the one that wasn't fucking lumping you in with carnies.
if I watched
Yeah.
a Shane Gillis podcast and you shit on me for 15 minutes,
I'd watch it all the time.
I'd like, yeah, like watching on repeat, dude.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Ugh. You gotta
Shit.
have a sense of humor about yourself.
Yeah.
you know?
That's why I like those Norm Macdonald jokes when he fucking talks about OJ and he's like, well, you could kill a waiter.
Yeah.
And he just never, like, mentions, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he just demeans.
It's a great. Yeah.
I like Norm Macdonald,
I love Norm Macdonald.
even though he hates service staff, apparently.
That's all right. Yeah. What else?
He's like a degenerate gambler, too, so I can just imagine him, like, losing money and then, like, the person bringing him the free drinks to the casinos. Like, yeah, piece of shit.
you never saw Dirty Work, right?
Nah.
That was one of the. That has a great line in it where Chevy Chase plays like a degenerate gambler doctor, and then every time you see him, he has like a new injury kind of thing. Like,
Oh, he's like
you know,
insurance fraud.
Exactly. You know, they'll be like, he'll be like, well, you know, who would have known that? He like lists off like a bunch of team names, and then at the end of it, he goes, and Mr. T, and he's like, wait a minute, you bet on the fight in Rocky 3, and you bet on Mr. T? It's like. Hindsight is 50-50. Like, it's like when they take your toe or when you owe a bookie a lot of money and they take your toe, you still owe them the money. That doesn't seem fair to me. That's all.
Back to toes.
Yeah.
Feet and pee-pee.
Feet and pee-pee.
Feet and pee-pee. What's the pee-pee? Did I miss that conversation?
Nah. It's just
Is a
I've been
foot
saying.
pic like the equivalent of a dick pic?
I've been saying.
I
feet.
guess the foot thing is wild to me. I don't understand it. Like the people who like could get paid like big bucks to like fucking post their feet pics and shit.
I think that's a thing.
Of
Aren't
course,
they
it's
supposed to be
yeah.
like dirty feet too.
Wait, dirty?
Dirty feet.
No.
Is that a thing?
I think so. Like
I mean, I guess if clean feet are a thing, dirty feet are a thing.
yeah.
It's a fucking thing for
There's a
everything
kink
now.
for everyone.
Yeah.
My best was I sent it to you. I was laughing so hard. I was like, "Does your life insurance know you like to be choked?" It made me laugh so hard for like so long. I don't know.
Yeah. Going out. What the fuck was that dude's name? Hutchinson. You know, In Excess, that band, the '80s band.
Yeah.
He fucking killed himself, hung himself while jerking off.
Oh.
The fuck is that guy's
I
name?
think that happens a lot.
Yeah. Well, he was
another-
like he is like the go-to, like the one that I remember.
I know
who
somebody
did
that
it.
does that.
Oh damn.
That's another Norm Macdonald
Francis.
No. my God.
Was it him? Did I get it right? Okay.
You heard it here first.
You wild boy, Francis.
Francis autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh my God.
We officially have no viewers. It was good while it lasted.
Yeah. It was good while it
There's,
lasted.
there's
Thanks.
nothing but like flag notifications
Yeah.
coming down on our phone.
So at least advertise like I don't even know.
You have been reported.
I have to remember when I'm doing the editing that right now, right here, there will be a sign that says Francis does not allegedly choke himself while masturbating.
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, just a disclaimer. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I feel like there's like a cartoon back in the day that I used to watch where like the bully's name is Francis, and he like doesn't want it to get out.
Yeah,
I feel like that sounds somewhat familiar.
I just know if
I don't know if that was his actual name.
I just know the movie Stripes. Remember?
I think it was Eugene.
Ooh, I don't know that one.
I've only ever worked with one Eugene in my life.
The Bill Murray movie Stripes. There's a guy who like thinks he's a tough guy, and his name is Francis. And that guy goes, "Don't you ever call me Francis." Then
That's what this cartoon stole it
the
from,
sergeant
then.
is like, "Take it easy, Francis." So that's all I remember.
Cool.
Cool.
Fuck you. You fucking brought up cartoons. Yeah, whatever.
What's like the most solid cartoon that we haven't talked about yet?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I was
she's dying to
somewhere.
talk about that though.
I don't know. No, but I was somewhere. It was like Ren and Stimpy and like Pinky and the Brain shirts, and I was like, that's kind of fucking cool. And I
Yeah.
You see like all the gay stuff in Ren and Stimpy?
God,
Yeah, I was
Jesus
like,
Christ.
Oh God,
Yeah.
Ryan.
They're homos.
There's two
you didn't know?
touchstones in this show. It's gay stuff and it's fucking
Jerking off?
and it's
I don't even know.
space doesn't exist.
Oh.
all the show is fucking devolved
Not this
into it's
episode,
fucking
this
flat Earth
show.
theory and fucking gay bashing. Might as well just rename the goddamn title of the show. No matter how many times I try to pull you away from the subject. Yeah.
I support the
I'll have to
gays.
go
I don't
to witness
understand.
protection after
Yeah.
this.
Jesus Christ. I
I
have a kid-
support the gays. I just call them by name. What is the problem? I don't understand. I'm not trying to take your rights away.
the gays.
I'm just saying what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just calling it by name.
Ren and Stimpy, when it was on, like I wasn't like even then, like I was kind of like, this show's fucking weird.
It really was fucking weird.
Yeah.
I feel like this
That
is
was
dogs
Pinky and the
trying to
Brain, or
be
is that the
gay
same?
right
They're
now.
two different things, right?
Pinky and the Brain was Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah,
I
no.
could like hear the theme in my
yeah.
head.
Animaniacs.
You know that show where they like name all the countries?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen like the thing where somebody makes it a meme and it's like, where are all my tax dollars going to? And it's like Albania. da, 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 da.
Yeah.
I found that to be hilarious.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
What do you think? We're out of stuff to talk about?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I lost the thread, I think, at this point.
I don't know. We got nothing else. That's it. Your final episode. You're out of here. You got nothing else to say?
I don't think I said anything. Oh.
I mean, apparently we got digging to do on the JO.
The jerk off?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
okay.
gotta go back on that because like now I'm gonna be the one.
You're spreading fake news.
I am not.
I think you are.
Listen, I'll pull up the iCloud.
You're a fake. You're a fake news spreader.
That one will scare you. That one will traumatize you.
How about to finish things off the PP situation to bring back the feet and the PP? There's a man that goes in there. He goes in there quite regularly, and he drinks Whaler's drafts.
Yeah.
And his lady has she bounces all around with her drink. They come in all the time.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Exactly who you're talking about.
He be fucking. This dude comes in, and there's like ladies that have put this together that know that he's the serial seat pisser. Like he doesn't take.
All over the bathroom.
He doesn't
well,
take
he's
the seat
one
up.
of them.
Whoever, whatever. But
He's one of them.
You
There's
have
a
multiple
few
seat pissers?
Yeah.
But there's like a few Karens though, because she is a bartender. I'm a waiter there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we're dealing with like two different sects of people.
Yeah.
And like my Karens have figured out that this guy is a chronic seat pisser, and that some of them are like out to get him.
Okay.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like they're like they're like.
I
Trying
used to hate those people because back in the day, when I worked at the other spot in town, they came in there one day, and I'll never forget it. I was pregnant. It was like some crazy storm. We lost power, and they just wouldn't let me go home. They're like, "Well, you don't need power to serve us." I'm like, "But I fucking do.
Yeah.
I absolutely do. I want to go the fuck home." And like, it wasn't even like we lost power for like days after that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
So
saying?
it wasn't like it was like an hour and a half and that was it. Yeah.
No, right. And I had stuck it out for the hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
And
we're
it's
done
like-
here.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, get like fucking go. Like, I want to go home. Like, the fucking place is like underwater at this fucking
Yeah.
point. Like, it was freezing out. And then they just like keep going. And like, they knew I couldn't ring in the draw.
Yeah.
They never fucking paid me or tipped me.
Oh
that's-
my
And I'll
God.
never forget that as
Yeah.
long as I live.
Yeah, that's fucking
Like, I don't
lousy.
give a. You know what? I would have sat there all day. Fucking throw me $100 bills. Throw me $100. I'll
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
pour you all the flat drafts to your. You know what I mean?
The
Warm
heart's
vodka.
content.
Yeah. Like, I don't give a shit. I would have
Yeah.
sat there, but like.
Yeah, don't make me sit here for fucking $0.
Hey, then they were
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, we have a card."
Like,
Cool.
Cool, that doesn't fucking help me.
So you couldn't
Yeah.
have said that fucking an hour and a half ago?
Yeah.
12 beers ago?
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Unbelievable.
Piece of shit.
I,
You
to
wanna hear
this
me do
day, I
twist?
can't get
Piece
over
of
that.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seat pisser.
Yo, I got one more gripe before we get out of here. None of you guys do coffee service, right? You don't have to deal with coffee service.
I mean, I kind of do, I guess, but not really.
What do you mean? I have to make a pot of coffee.
Yeah.
once in a while. I hate it. I don't know
I
why.
hate it. Well,
Why?
I'm deep in the coffee service in my new ish that I
Yeah.
got going on, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it takes a special kind of fucking idiot to be like, I need milk instead of cream for my coffee.
Okay.
Like, let me put a shot of milk in your little creamer cup, and we'll do a side by side. And you tell me if you can swig around that little quarter of an ounce.
Okay, I am with you on this because it's always when now I work alone. Like every time I work completely alone. I'm all by myself, blah blah blah. Every fucking time I get like a chilly Monday and everybody wants fucking coffee and this one wants decaf and this one wants regular and this one wants milk and it's like I want to be like it's not a fucking Starbucks.
Yeah.
I want too sweet and low and
Or,
Yeah, like
or the
who
person.
yes, you are right. And I have opened the creamers and poured them in there and given them to them as milk.
Yeah.
Fuck those people. And I don't give a shit. I hope
Who
you don't
knows?
die from caffeine
Yeah.
coffee, but you're not getting decaf.
Like, what?
people who
Am I
order-
missing some kind of science where, like, creamer has something that milk doesn't?
It's whole milk too,
Yeah.
right?
Like, isn't just
It's just
creamer
watered down-
like fucking
yeah.
double red cap?
It's just watered down fucking milk.
Creamer?
Creamer
no,
I
no, I'm
think
saying
milk
half.
is watered down creamer.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Whatever,
Sorry.
yeah,
Milk
it's
is
like
just watered
turned
down
a little
creamer.
extra,
Yeah.
right?
So essentially,
Yeah.
like, you can just get away with using half as much creamer and not asking me for the milk, right?
Yeah, fucking just give
You
her
piece
give
of
her
shit.
give her a fucking
Or, like-
squirt of water off the
Like,
gun.
I work in I'm not working in a place that's like Dunkin' Donuts that has like the thing of sugar, like waiting to like shovel it into the cup.
Yeah.
It's like a little square of packets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, don't order your. I'll be like, do you want cream and sugar? Yes, I'll take 2 Splenda and
Yeah, that's
2
what I'm
milk.
talking about.
It's like, bro, don't order this shit like we're at Dunkin' Donuts. Like,
Yeah.
you're putting this set of
That's
Legos
gonna be your problem.
together. Yeah, like
exactly.
that's what I
People-
tell. I go, this is you.
Yeah.
Go, fuck you.
Dude, when people order tea, I give them that whole box and I like slam it on the
Yeah.
table and like march away. Like
Throw
I'm
the
so
lid
mad.
open like, here you go, you dickhead.
Like take as
You're here
much as
for
you
service,
want.
you fuck. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh God, I fucking hate people.
My favorite are the people who like flip through every single one of them. And it's like, well, they're clearly all grouped together. Like, you can flip through as many orange Ceylon teas as you want. They're all that entire row.
Yeah.
That's all it's
Yeah.
gonna be.
Like,
you
what
know?
are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I get so mad.
They're like hoping that the flavor that they can't find that they like is
Yeah,
buried under
exactly.
that.
Like they're gonna look up to you and be like, "Do you have any mint raspberry?" It's like, why the fuck would I have mint
Yeah.
raspberry?
That's my
Right?
crackhead ass though. Like, I gotta have my ice cream at the end of the night, and like normally they're all in a row. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And if they don't have the flavor that I went there for, I'm like, nah, it's here somewhere. And I start fucking,
Oh yeah, I'm
fucking
one
digging.
of those.
I fuck that shit up, and I never find it.
I'm one
Yeah.
of those. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I
I
don't
am one of
fucking believe it. It's
Isn't
back
it funny,
here.
like shit that
I don't
people
care if
do
you
that
believe it or
pisses
not.
you off?
Yeah.
Like you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You find
Yeah,
yourself
but-
doing it.
But that's just it. If I would look through it, and if I didn't see it, I would then come to the conclusion, all right, it must not be here. I wouldn't get halfway through and look up and be like, do you have this? It's like, motherfucker, do you
Do you go to the front?
see
You go to
it?
the front of
See
Cumberland
it?
Farms,
Yeah,
right? And you're like, I know
exactly.
they have Rocky Road.
Fuck you.
Yo, how about that? Have you bought a fucking pint of ice cream at a gas station lately?
I
think
mean,
ever in my
probably.
life.
Yeah.
How much do you think a pint of Ben & Jerry's at Cumberland Farms is right now?
That's probably like fucking
$9.
Yeah, I was gonna say $8. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
8?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's called capitalism, man.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
are you
but
guys
like,
talking
but-
about? It's not even really ice
like-
cream? Oh, no,
Yeah,
it is.
something like
It
that.
is,
Yeah, I
though.
think Ben and Jerry's is, but there is like an ice
right,
cream,
now
or
I-
it's like a dairy dessert. It's called
Since
or some
that
shit.
podcast, now
Yeah.
every time I go in the fucking, I look for this dairy dessert. I haven't seen it yet.
No, that's a thing. They can't get away with
I've
calling
seen
it ice cream.
non-dairy.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's what you're talking about.
Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, you know what I wanted? What I
Non-dairy.
wanted to bring up before?
I'm not a smart
I have
person.
another
Don't
thing
let
that
the
I wanna
glasses
bring
fool
up,
you.
too.
Yeah.
Well, this could go on forever.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's
Oh,
good.
Shit.
We were talking about like low rate comedy movies. I feel like, and it made me think of this guy Artie Lang.
Yeah. He was in
So-
Dirty Work. Yeah.
He's in Dirty Work, right? But he talks about coke, and he had like a bad drug problem, right? And
Yeah.
hasn't he like recently like resurfaced going on like Howard Stern? His like nose is all fucked up and shit.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he's allowed on Howard Stern anymore
I'm
because he used to
pretty
be
sure
on
they
Howard
ma- they,
Stern
like-
all the time.
They made amends.
They did?
And
Okay,
he has
yeah.
a fucked up nose, like his
Oh
nose
yeah,
is
probably
all fucked
deviated
up.
septum. Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah, collapsed because
Yes.
he fucking blew a bunch of coke. Yeah.
whatever the case may be. But I am from a universe where Artie Lang died of a drug overdose.
What?
Like that's my when
This is
we,
like a Mandela effect? thing?
yes, when we talk about like the Mandela effects and like universes like merging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like
So you just
unless-
thought Artie Lang was dead for 20 years.
unless there's some other Artie Lang adjacent person that had B-rate comedy movies and went on the Howard Stern show and talked about gambling and being like a Jets fan and shit. Like,
Well, I mean, he's not dead, so it's.
but I'm telling you, like he fucking died.
No, I'm telling
in
you,
my
he's
life,
not dead.
In my life, Artie Lang died.
Okay.
Like at some point in my life, I saw the news reports or whatever it is that he died from like a drug overdose. So I'm either confusing these two B-rate comedians or the Mandela effect is serious business.
Yeah, no, it's almost certainly
The Mandela effect.
a
I know, that's what I'm
galactic
trying to tell you guys.
conspircy against you.
Yes.
That's almost assuredly what it
Yeah.
is.
It's trying to keep me down from fucking. Look at this guy fucking trying to get gay. You see him? He's like pretty.
He's just trying to,
He's
he's just-
fucking
I don't think you had a choice.
trying to
Yeah.
work it out.
Don't
Right,
come near me.
I mean,
Don't come near me.
I'll be
like,
honest.
my dad
I'm
called
done
me
with
gay.
you.
I gotta.
I'll be honest, when you were talking about Artie Lang, even I was thinking about fucking you for a second there. Yeah.
Nice.
All
Yeah,
right.
but I don't know. He's fucking dead.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's alive. Right?
I don't-
I'm not going to trust you because you just were fucking somebody.
Yeah,
So-
he's about to take that crayon out.
Exactly.
He's never been a big
I don't,
crayon
I, don't,
drawer.
I don't want no dog dick pic.
Ugh,
All right.
the
All right,
worst.
nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, that would be so fucking funny.
What?
Send
Like-
him back a picture of a dog dick.
dog dick,
Yes.
dude. That'd be
My-
fucking
Yes.
hilarious,
Yeah.
bro.
No, actually,
My
send
dog
him,
too. Like of all the dogs in the world.
you got to send him back a picture of a black dude with a white chick. Fucking like your cuckold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could take that like a lot of different ways, I feel like.
That's true.
You want me to do that to you? Coming over.
That's what she said. You can take that a lot of different ways.
Do you have your one other thing that you want to say?
I feel like it's so off like topic now.
Who cares?
That's fine.
No,
These
well,
are deep cuts.
Yeah.
what's that mean?
I don't know. Who even knows what's going to make it?
Oh, all right. No, all right. Well, I was all right. If you ask a girl on a date,
Yep.
right? All right. And are you paying for everything?
Yeah.
Like, is that like your full intention?
Yeah.
All right. Now she's nice,
Yep.
as we are, and she like, and she like offers to like leave the tip or something. Like, do you take it?
Probably not, but yeah.
Right, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
I mean,
'Cause
it
you
depends on how.
invited-
It depends on how. Like, obviously, you have to do it case by case. It would depend on how insistent she was. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and fucking argue with
No,
her.
like it's clearly
Yeah.
like it's clearly she's just being polite.
Okay, yeah. Then I would be like, no, you're
I
all
would.
set. Don't
I'm
worry
not
about it.
serious
Yeah.
if I offer.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows that. No, and I mean I will. I of course I will, and like whatever. But like I feel like you invited me out. You took me out of my home that I
Yeah.
don't ever want to leave. Brought me somewhere, made me eat shitty pizza that I don't fucking want, and now I have to shell out $12 for a fucking tip.
Yeah.
Like,
What the fuck?
yeah. What the fuck?
Is this dick
I
pic
sent
guy
you
too?
Yeah, and then you send me shitty dick pics.
Yeah.
I sent
I
you all
mean-
these cute pictures of myself, and then you took
Yeah.
me out on this date, and then I asked you if I could leave the tip, even though you know I'm in the service industry. And then I think, all right, she's having a good time because she wanted to leave the tip. You know what I mean? And then
So now she gets a picture of the tip.
yes, now she gets a picture of the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the
Maybe that was the misleading.
Yeah.
It's my
This
own
is
fault.
all. This dick
I set
picture is
myself up.
clearly all your fault.
Kind of is.
This whole thing is my fucking fault.
I mean, what
And
were
also,
you even,
like-
what were you dressed like?
Oh,
on this
you
date?
beat me to it. I was like, it's like, what were you even wearing? Were you? Yeah. You strumpet.
You were asking for it.
Yep. You were asking for it.
what was I asking for?
I don't know.
I don't know.
2 inches?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For all of that.
you put your
Oh,
high
man.
jab on next time, and you fucking cover your ankles
Show
up.
up to the pizza place just like that, you know? That'll send the message.
Can you imagine?
Well, yeah, I mean,
I hate dating.
Yeah.
It's like awful.
yeah,
It's
sounds
like
like
fucking
it.
awful. Because you gotta like go do shit you don't want to fucking do. Now, like I said, now I have to fucking.
Yeah. Then also, like, then you have to, like, learn somebody else's interests and, like,
I have
and profane
no
interest in them.
desire. Like, you know what I'm terrified of? Like somebody spending the night.
Yeah. I mean, that is kind of like an invasion of, like, my personal abode.
I've
you know?
been alone for like so long, and like I have my like I don't know, like my bedroom's a
routine.
very sacred place. Like my
It's your
bathroom,
safe place.
like
Yeah.
yeah, like somebody spending. Then I have my morning routine. Like I don't want to fucking talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm like terrified.
You have to
of
like
that.
navigate around dueling morning dumps.
To me, I would just, like, not want
Hold on
to.
a-
I would just not want to have to
I just don't
learn,
want to. Yeah,
learn somebody else's shit, you know? Like,
literally.
yeah.
Literally.
Like, I don't want to know if you're into axe throwing. I don't want to do that. Like, leave me alone.
Oh,
you
I
know?
know. And then like so the only thing you go like I'm not a huge drinker, but like the only thing you can really go
Go
on
out
a
drinking.
date and do is go out and have a drink. 'Cause first
Yeah.
I'm weird about eating in front of people, like so that always takes me a real.
Yeah.
Listen, I have a problem. I don't care. I'm working on it, but like I'm not gonna work on it with some random dude. Like it's not. That's not.
Yeah, but isn't that the time to work on it? So we like once you get through the random guy, you're like, all right, well now I'm ready for like
now
the
I
real
can
one.
shove pie
Yeah.
in my face.
Exactly.
Or, like, anyone. Maybe.
Now I can eat a sandwich without worrying whether or not there's fucking mayonnaise on my nose. You know?
Right? Like, oh man. I was like going somewhere. Yeah, and then they like try to be cute and like you want to go bowling? No, I have to go to fucking 87 birthday bowling parties.
Yeah.
Like that is not fun for me. It's
Yeah.
triggering. Like, are you kidding me? All I do
And
is
it's all
kid shit.
It's all just so he can show you that he can spin the ball. You know?
Oh, God. Or like a zoo date. Like
Yeah.
I would have punched somebody in the fucking face. I
Yeah.
have to go to the zoo so many times. Like, no, I don't want to go to the fucking pumpkin
It's like, why don't we go to the
spectacular.
fucking McDonald's ball pit, you motherfucker?
Yeah, right. And it's not. And it sucks because those are cute things.
Yeah.
What
Like-
is like your ideal date night is like let's go nap in separate rooms together.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I'm just a homebody. Like I like to be home.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? Like Zoom calls for like your dates? Yeah.
No, I'd fucking die if somebody ever FaceTimed me. I suck. I am gonna die alone. Oh no.
I mean, it sounds like it.
Yeah. No, I went out Sunday and we had fun. We went to like one bar. I wasn't really feeling it, and then we went to another one that had an outside, and we're the only two people out there. It was perfect. It was like being in
Perfect,
my yard,
yeah.
but I wasn't.
God.
Yeah.
What about
But
when
this was dick pic guy.
No.
Oh, this is different dick guy. Different guy.
Different
Okay.
dick guy. Different guy. Different
dick.
dick.
All right,
threw,
there you go.
Yeah.
threw the minnow back in the
No,
sea?
I'm all set with dick pic guy.
Yeah.
He pissed me off.
Yeah.
And this guy didn't make me pay for anything.
So there you go.
It's moving on.
I can't wait to see his dick. Right?
It's coming.
Yeah. Oh, it's coming. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what we all do. Like I said, it's a language of love.
Maybe it is
Yeah.
good if you send it to me first. I don't have to meet it.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I'm gonna get an influx of dick pics. I get 3.
Send it to me.
All 3 viewers.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Oh, Francis, you dirty dog. You'll have to tell us if that one's tattooed. Anyway.
Yeah.
What?
All right.
I'm sure you're a nice boy, Francis. Yeah.
All right. On that note, end.
Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe.
It's
Look
all
out for
over.
episode 16 coming soon.
All right. Later, guys.
Bye.